Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Conscious Partners Network. We are Rockers Corner Radio, Stockade Promotions Radio, Kingdom Nubia Radio, Stone Vibes Radio, Ito On Air Radio, Culture Vibes Radio, Roots Dynamic Radio, Afro Carib Radio, Reggae Wave Radio, Reggae Storm Radio. We are raising the awareness of artists across the globe.
The Reggae Business Talk Show is a show about knowledge, a show about information, a show where we arm you, the artist, with the tools needed to navigate your way through the music business, the business of music. Sit back and relax and listen. This is the Reggae Business Talk Show on Stockade Promotions Radio.
You're welcome to another edition of the Reggae Business Talk Show. Wanna bless up Mr. Busby as per usual. Wicked show every single time, 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. GMT time right here, Stockade Radio. As per usual, we're simulcasting on Rockers Corner Radio, Storm Vibes Radio. Wanna bless up each and everyone in the chat rooms. I'm gonna connect you with the guest right about now. Bless up each and everyone logged in from across the various parts of the world. Yes, I. Now here's a track which was produced by Dubby Doo, who's not with us this week. He's got some important things to deal with. It's called Everyday I Dub by Dubby Doo. Yeah, man. I want to introduce you to our panel. We have the scientists right here, right now. Bless up each and everyone. I want to bless up the entire panel. I'm going to get everybody to introduce themselves. We don't also have Christopher Hills. Christopher Hills is missing. So let's see who we have here in the building. Let's see. Scientist, are you there?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm here.
Okay, now my Skype is showing me some circuit boards or something. I know Skype is playing up right now. Let me just see if I can sort this out. Right, I'm going to get everybody to introduce themselves. Scientists, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm the scientist, your musical warrior, advocate for all the musicians who've been losing their pension. Bless up and respect to everybody at the panel.
All right, respect you. Do we have Lady General?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, introduce yourself, please.
Thank you, General Culture. This is Lady General from Stockade Promotions Radio. General Culture and I run Stockade Promotions and Stockade Promotions Radio. I've also been a sound system owner and DJ in the UK and also in the USA. I've also been a radio DJ. And professionally, I'm a paralegal and a real estate agent in the state of Florida in the USA. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Reggae Business Talk Show. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you so much, Lady General. Right, who else have we got? Now, I tell you why I'm asking who is in the panels, because my Skype is showing a circuit board. I don't know why that is. But what I'm going to do...
You know what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, can you just close that for me, please?
Oh, sorry. You're
multitasking.
Sorry. Yikes,
That's okay.
Yikes.
All right, we're good now. All right, do we have Roddy Campbell? Yes.
Yes, sorry.
All right, introduce yourself, Roddy Campbell, please.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Roddy Campbell. Thank you, General Culture. I am the station manager for Stockade Radio. I want to bless up everyone in the chat room. Andrea, Apache, 2074, 2178, 7177, Lady General, and Mama D is in the house. Marsha, Mr. Busby, and Sharon. Greetings, everyone. My name is Rudy Campbell, as I say, singer, songwriter, composer, and we in the house. Brr, we're there.
And we have, oh gosh, Fitzroy Francis, man for 13 Records.
Yeah, pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good day to all the panel and staff, to the listeners, all the radio network who take time and effort to take this Reggae Biz show to the world and the audience at large. I am Fitzroy Francis of Mindful 13 Records, record producer, songwriter, poet, you know, an advocate for the business of music, you know. And it's a pleasure being here today with this wonderful staff.
And thank you for being here once again. I want to apologize for W not being here. Also for, let's see, Chris Hills not being here. Chris Hills is touring with Kofi in the UK, and we wish them well. I'm General Culture, the CEO of Stockade Promotions, Radio, Productions, Records, everything to do with Stockade, that's me. I've been many years in the industry, and one of the reasons why we do this show, just like the scientists and everybody else here, is we're tired, and it's painful to see the artists going through such a hard time collecting what is due to them. So this is why we've designed a show like this, which arms you, the artist, with the knowledge. We're going to start with the scientists. If you can just give us a recap of what happened last week. I wasn't in the building, but if you can give us a recap, please.
Yes, we've been talking about the unity that needs to be in the business for it to work. And what there is, some of the artists, and I want everybody to pay attention to the some word, they are too selfish. They are all in it for myself. Everything is me, instead of we. And as I think it's Fitzroy, I'm not sure if it's Fitzroy already pointed out, ever since the dancehall thing came into the music, where it becomes more of a competition where these two artists outdoing each other on stage. The reggae business is lacking unity. Example, the other genres like hip-hop, they all come to each other concert, they all promote each other. One I think that needs to happen, a current artist that have a lot of tours going on at the moment, bring up veteran artists like Marshall with somebody else to give those people and introduce those people to your crowd. But what we find going on is this selfishness, and it's a crab in the barrel mentality, and you find this jealousness. And to be truthful, I don't see much one love. I see all hate.
Very true, very true. It's sad that this happens because it's happening all over, and I think it goes a little bit deeper than just the music industry. I think there's a whole wide range of things happening here. If we look at maybe it's a slavery mentality of what happened way back, we've always found ourselves fighting to get recognition. Or am I off track here?
I don't know if I would blame it on a slave mentality. Because when you look like a person like on Bob Marley, him come from one of the poorest neighborhoods in Kingston. I used to live a decent neighborhood, and I find myself into the ghetto every day. That those people become closer people, and I consider them more friend than the people in my tighty neighborhood. And as Bob Marley sing, and I think someone pointed out that Bob Marley song there. What it is, Roddy?
Redemption song.
Redemption song. How him say it, Roddy?
Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. None but ourselves can free our minds. Emancipate, free. The word emancipate means free yourself from your own mental slavery. Stop pointing at Babylon. Stop pointing at society. The problem with us, why we don't have one love, we're not looking within ourselves.
So to a degree, I am right to a degree then when I say the slave mentality.
The slave mentality, sorry scientist, the slave mentality to me, General. Making noise in the background.
Sorry, who's that? Go ahead, Roddy. think it's Fitzroy. Okay, we'll try and get Fitzroy back soon. Go ahead, Roddy.
The slave mentality, a term to me, has become like the word love. It is the most overused word. No, I'm not saying we should forget where we're coming from.
What else I come from with that? No, if you're a nice in the back, I don't know if it's my AC or something. Right?
It's gone. Okay. It's gone. It's clean.
Okay.
It's
all
gone
right.
now.
You know, so we have become a society or a group of people, you know, a fraternity of people that we keep pointing our fingers towards slavery. It's slavery. It's slavery. There's an old saying that, you know, where you're going have a lot to do with where you're coming from. And what has been happening in the music is we are now living in a fast-paced, competitive world. And reggae music from day one became a competition at some point.
Yeah.
And when you start to compete to the point where the competition becomes violent, because I have seen it. I have been to stage shows. I've been to Sting back in the days, and I had to leave because buckler fling and gunshot of fire and this, that, and the other. Yeah. And it has escalated into the me, myself, and I mentality. What I want, what I need, you know, instead of what can we do? Or, you know, how can I share? You know, how can we come together as a unit, as a industry, and as a people, and ultimately as a country?
Yeah.
You know, so it's the me, myself, and I mentality that has been going on for years. Is this going to change overnight? No.
Yeah, but here's what make it bad.
Hold on, Holton, I want to make a point to General, because as Roddy sing that song, the last part of the song is what the reggae showbiz is about. None but ourselves shall free our mind.
That's right.
This is the salute, because as our honorable Marcus Garvey did say one time, there comes a time where we can't blame God, we can't blame condition, we can't blame environment, and we can't blame the education, because we are in an age where information is accessible. You know, internet, radio is more, people can get the more message than before, and so we have all the component. You know, which I think the reggae show is the, as Roddy sing it again, the Bob Marley, none but ourselves. So none but the reggae show gonna help some of our
and
slavery mentality people gonna help free their mind.
Yeah, but you know,
the solution that would be, you know.
Yeah, I agree with Fitzroy and I agree with Roddy. But here's one of the big things. Bob Marley was one of the artists them were preach. Well, whoever even preach, him live it. It was not a selfish artist. A whole bunch of these artists then on stage, One Love, Rastafari. Please, none of them can tell me nothing about no Rasta. Right? Because I had locked on.
But everyone can't go to that. We don't want to bring it to the man believes or what I'm thinking about it.
The man stage preaching something. The man stage preaching one thing, but the one that we see who on stage preaching it will live it was Bob Marley.
Well, scientists, you know, sometimes you have a man who learn things, you know. You see a man who have a learn experience different from the man who have a live experience. Because even sometimes our youth them, we live certain life and we've not tried show them where we got through to keep away from trouble. And them same ones still try to go experience it not for them one way and get hurt.
Yeah, true.
To see in today. And that's how I say the emphasis right now is what occurring right now. Where people listen to General Stockade, Lady General, Roddy Campbell. You as a man scientist where is an iconic figure in the music. Me as a man who learn from all the them too and my ancestors, and we are trying to bring it forward for no say. You see who don't listen to this reggae biz show, them gonna find themselves in worse condition than where even our ancestors was in.
That's right.
Okay, so let's steer back the boat on topic. More unity in the business. Or we can get more unity in the business.
It's the unity. So we have to make them know say learn this unity now. Because we are the unity now. We are right now.
So let's organize unity. What the artists them need to do is to support each other. When one artist learns something, he share the knowledge with each other. Like, hey, I talked to a whole bunch of liars, and when I said the Burn Convention, they said, what? Or either them know it or them don't want to know that I know it. Because once I know it, then the liar can't tell me any garbage. So the artists them need to share each other, support each other's show. Don't be selfish. Don't try to stay in the spotlight too long because your Jerry Curl will get burned out. right. Get in the spotlight, get out. Don't wear out your welcome with people.
Yes.
Right, is what need to be done. And this little crab in the barrel thing. Because I tell you, I get a show. I never had I could have got to the show myself and just carry some masters and mix it. But me personally, after 45 minutes of the first song, I get bored. So I want to carry a band. I want to share up my money and pay a band and make the show a better show. Even though I'm going to end up with less money in my pocket, I probably don't end up with any.
Yeah.
So as I telling you, after a man who I know from I'm a kid, I don't do this man nothing. The man insists after the border patrol tell the man a million times, I'm not arresting this man here for nothing. And I couldn't believe it. And this is a man who have, a bunch of dreadlocks and coming with him religious foolishness. So don't preach, don't out there wearing your dreadlocks and then you're deceiving people.
Yes,
Bob Marley said, Bob Marley, go back to Bob Marley. Bob Marley said the preaching and talking is done, We have to live up, So
them not living it. Them not living it.
Well,
and to be honest,
and
to be honest, some of them don't even deserve it because I'm looking to myself, damn. This person here, imagine if this person stay like this and you really put him into a big stadium where it's 20,000 people or more. You're not going to be able to control him. Him head is going to swell too big. And Fitzroy, some of them people here too. I don't even like working with most of them. And guess what? Don't bring a woman into the room. Oh God, everybody start to show off and everybody start to outdo everybody. And them disrespecting each other on stage. Hey, I'm just talking it plain. A lot of people go have a problem with it, but I'm not telling any lies. I'm just talking it plain based on the experience that I had with them from Jamaica till now.
Here's my biggest concern with the lack of unity in the business. This is my biggest concern because I am for the youths. I am for the next generation. And if the adults in the business lack unity, what are you going to pass on
to the next generation? Example. And that was the problem. And I understand it too. And I understand the human condition. Not everybody can control them jealousy and them ego, and it's part of the reason why we have the problem with the legal department, because it's not everybody you can hand power to. It's not everybody you can give stardom to. They will think them bigger than the world, and they will think them bigger than everybody else. Right? It's not everybody deserve these powers. Some people, I understand the psychological thing. Them come from out of the ghetto. Them build themselves up, and all of a sudden them find people start look up to them, and instead of them keep themselves a certain way, them start act like them bigger than everybody else. Right? Here's what I think I learned from Tobies. The same people who make you is the same people to break you.
Yeah.
Right? And I seen it. I see it. You go on tour, and some of the tour, it's so miserable. Because everybody trying to outdo everybody. Hey, a lot of people go have problem with what I'm saying, but who the cap fit weird? I'm speaking the truth. So many times I can't even wait for the tour them done, because here's where I draw the line. Music is a specialized thing. You have the booking agency, that's a specialty. You have management, which is a specialty. You have all the different components that come together.
Yes, definitely.
Right. Which we're gonna talk about today.
Well, which is the management, which part of the component, right? And if everybody just stay within their own expertise, I'm open to suggestion. But here's where I draw
scientists.
Yeah, but hold on, let me finish first.
Yes, perfect.
Everything
what you're saying perfect.
Yeah,
is a solution. The reggae biz right now.
Yeah, but let me just finish. Let me just finish this so I don't get
Fitzroy, let him finish, and then we'll come back to you, Fitzroy.
Yeah. So, but here's where I draw the line, and this is why I tell you. Sometimes I do it like going on tours. I even want to work with some of them. And here's where I draw the line. The sound, where you develop a Jamaica, is I created for the musician them. That big high fidelity is I created. And I draw the line right here, say, hey, you just let me do my little thing, and I let you do your thing, and we'll put the whole thing together, and we get this big fat thing. You find them so disorganized, like we have show down here. And they want to convince people, like, I don't care which one of them. I don't care which one of them. They want to come and they want to act like, well, I'm the artist, and I want more this and more that. Hey, shut up, the artist. Sing. Because I remember before someone could even sing one line straight. I wish if we had Jalife here, I would patch up on the voice and make it sound like something. No, because you come and you see people and you see a white woman and you want to show off yourself. Shut up, stupid artists. And I don't even like working with some of them because of the disunity that some of them bring.
Let's come to Fitzroy Francis. Fitzroy, what were you trying to say?
Yes, as I said, everything what scientist is saying is absolutely right. And as I'm gonna emphasize again, that is why the reggae biz is going on. Because we have artists, we have good artists that we can choose, We have youth like Paul Elliott right now. We have one of the best albums in our reggae. People want to hear him too. We can select. Scientist is a great engineer. We have a team right now where we can make come together then and create. It's the thing where we say I create problem. We just know that this is it, and you can be put the reggae biz tour together and create in California, and we file a visa them, come together, put it together. Get the record company file a visa and bring our artists then where we can work with, a lot of artists we don't see them on the front out there because of what the disunity, and we have a thing. We have our own artists.
Yes,
you understand?
I agree with that. Yes, that's the solution. So we need to set as well.
Yes, this is a solution right now. What happened now? So we want, I know other people's listening, other artists listening. Everybody have their own entity. But we have an entity named the Reggae Biz where create an impact where can create a whole thing. General Stockade, you can carry the tour to England and Europe, and we have our own.
Well, let me mention this. What role are the promoters playing in this disorganized business world?
Promoter, general. Yeah. Science can't tell. A promoter don't look on those side of it. The promoter look on business. Know that if I'm an employee, you're supposed to can sell out in club or make him break even.
Yeah, but let me point out something with some promoters. Then bring the same mentality into it. You keep in your show, and them want to outdo your show. Them don't want to leave space between your show. I'm trying to flap your show too. Sometimes Jamaica. And then when you look at some of the promoter, them, what's your real job? Do you really know anything about promoting? Are you just a man?
And one of the reasons why I mention this is because, far too often you find like Luciano, for instance. I'm just going to give you a for instance. You'd find Luciano, maybe people like some of those conscious artists out there were doing some real good conscious music, and then on the same bill you got the slackness artists, and it's like oil and water right there, and there's some disunity going on right there. So I think promoters play or share some of the blame for this disunity going on.
Well, yes, and with
you can't have them in the same building.
The promoter don't care what kind of garbage. Him don't care how much you're polluting and corrupting people's brains. Him just want to make money. So if you come in and you go and bring a whole bunch of perverted thing like go and sell out in place, that's the only thing him care about. But if you look at the connection of when Jamaica start to go downhill, in my opinion, the type of music that start to come out and when the tone of Jamaica change. You can link it with the type of garbage music
right? And you can link the people. And I'm telling you, because this is a study that I do. I take several different genres of music and I put it into a room with an individual. And I'm free to turn on and watch whatever I want to look and think. But him don't know that I watching him. Right? Yeah. And based on what I see them picking up and playing, I understand the mentality of where my head is. And I already know this is not somebody. Don't even try to tell him that 1 and 1 is 2 and not 11. And so said, so done. And so there's
a scientist.
Yeah.
You know, so Bob Marley to the vision, because I do a little research on Bob, you know. Because sometimes we have to carry it. As I say, Bob is a man who talk about the industry. Him talk and reason, because you listen Bob reason them in interviews. Him reason a lot of things where it even not, because Bob Marley said, forget what weakness and dance, you know. Forget what troubles and dance. Bob did not see the vision, you know, say, even the dance part of the music are going to occur, you know. It's a different plot, you know. With, as I say, the whole of invasion going on, some man go hustle and money land, a whole lot of things in the business.
So there's a
scientist. So Bob Marley to the vision, because I do a little research from Bob.
Okay, we have something wrong with Skype, so please bear with us, ladies and gents.
Reason a lot of things where it is not, because Bob Marley said, forget what weakness and dance, you know. Forget what troubles and dance.
Once again, there's something going on with Skype, so please bear with us.
The dance part of the music are going to occur, you know. It's a different plot, you know, with, as I say, the whole of invasion going on, someone go hustle and money land, a whole lot of things in the business. Scientists. So Bob Marley to the vision, because I do a little research from Bob.
Okay, we have something wrong with Skype, so please bear with us, ladies and gents. Okay, we're gonna go back to the conversation. We had something going on with the Skype, so please, we do apologize. I'm gonna get everybody back on Skype just now, but in the meantime, just listen to this. This is Jobby Doo. One more time. All right.
Okay. We're going back.
The right people, scientists.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. We had some technical problems going on there just now, so I've got everybody back. I think
Fitzroy was saying something. He was saying something. He touched a nervous string and then it cut off.
Yes.
As we said, Bob Marley said, you know, free none more else can for mine, and Bob Marley man sing a lot of songs and him reason about the business too, and even because even we never will ever ask Bob Marley, you know. When think about artists doing them own production, Bob Marley is a great because the producer them will rob the people, him talk it, and they never will be interviewed. Bob Marley reads about everything where the problem is today. That's why I say Bob Marley at the epitome of where I go on. And I love Mr. Campbell emphasize on that Bob Marley song. So as I say, we here today, currently going on right now, we can organize everything where we see disorganized. And do it and select our people, because there's a generation that got us take onto this, and that got us rise up, you know.
Oh yeah. You
understand? I believe in that, you know. I know what we are doing is not fad and a joke, it's real.
But Fitzroy, look how far you come from and look how long I know you. You watch the whole thing develop, because Waterhouse is a big dynasty. And any artist,
that's why I can't talk it. Because I didn't mark up side, because it is so distasteful to we as a youth, born and growing a Waterhouse. When the premier group, the Solidarity, when we walk up on the road, go up on the corner, is the vision. The same man we tell the world about Solidarity. You see one man over there so with him friend them, and the next man over there so with him friend them, and mash up a big things. We can come back together again. Even Jonah Reid, where you emphasize pan, him sing One Blood, but yet still to the community. Some of them, they go back to the community, go make people. You know, have to give people money, you know. Just for see the community, to inspire it.
Well, this is what makes Bob Marley the exceptional one.
Yeah. So that's moving forward today, as I said, the youth have more access to information. These are things we can archive. Certain things we couldn't even listen back to, where a man would ask and reason. Give thanks for some of the things they were documented, where various our ancestors them talk. But
Well,
today the youth them have everything. So I know say what we are doing today, I keep emphasizing from the reggae beats, because I do my own little study every day, and I find say it's like something new, like a new horizon from the sun, from there's a new rise from the horizon, you know, where enough youth to look on it, you know. You already I can emphasize the youths, the youths, the youths.
well,
Yeah.
I said
yes.
the youth are going to take on to the thing, man. Remember you have the academia, you know. Is the academia suffering now we are talking, you know. Youth study business management, if you know say if him virgin him can protect him virgin. You have youth that graduate right now from law. You need to get all these youths in our we are do right now.
Well,
We need
this
to do a
is
college tour. Scientists, you need to organize a college tour. You hear talk about promoters, we need to get another college tour them. Because
Yes,
another
because
college
you have
want to
access
see this.
to students who wants to learn.
And
Of course.
on Fitzroy's point, emphasizing and putting a lot of emphasis on the Reggae Biz talk show. I just want to thank everybody, you know, the staff and management of this panel and of Stockade Radio. Wants to thank everybody who has gone to the Reggae Biz talk show like page on Facebook, because since we started, we're up to 547 likes on the page and still going strong. General?
Well, I just want to emphasize on the fact that this show is very important, and you know, everybody who is on this panel is astute in everything that they've done in their careers from day one right up until now. And the reason why we give up our free time is to arm you with the knowledge. That's why we care about you, the artist. It's not like we're making some money off you know, giving you this information. You know, we're giving up our free time, you know, to give you that info, because we do care passionately. You know, we care about the unity. We care about people fighting against each other, even when we deal with radio, to stage shows, to you name it and you name it. Something's got to give, because it's declining. The other day I was on YouTube looking at all the concerts that are going on in Europe as opposed to what's happening in the Caribbean or even in the UK. We seem to have lost it. We really have lost it. You know.
Well, and the only reason why people lose things is because lack of organization and unity.
But I wonder if people can see that we're losing it.
They don't care. Yeah, some of them don't care, as long as them in the spotlight and them doing whatever them do. And then again, part of it is calculated. If you're talking about certain lyrics, like what Bob Marley would have sing, and then becomes too offensive to certain people here. But if you're out there polluting the world with your garbage lyrics, and you're up to some perversion, then that's the one that's likely.
Well, I must say this, you know, it's when you talk of the reggae business talk show, you know, it's not just the paperwork aspect, your publishing, your whatever, your mechanical rights and stuff. It's also to do with the way we conduct business, which is why we're going to be talking about the role of a manager, you know, because that's very, very important. What I found in my own experience, you know, there's some underhanded tactics which goes on. It goes on in the industry. Something that I'm supposed to be in knowledge of. An artist is supposed to tell me firsthand what's going on, who's approached them for deals, and I've seen so much underhanded tactics going on. I've seen that there seems to be a confusion between the role of a manager as opposed to the role of a booking agent. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about our main topic here today, which is the role of a manager. So I'm going to come to Ronnie Campbell for him to give us the different definitions of a road manager as opposed to business manager, to an artist manager, to booking agent. Roddy, just give us the different roles of a manager, please.
Okay. I'm going to read something, and it is titled Artist Management Resource. Management in music, management roles. What is a music manager? In terms of management in music, there are generally 6 types of music managers that can play a role in the careers of recording artists. recording producers, songwriters, and musicians. Most artists will interact with only one or two of these managers, but it helps to know what to expect from each of them nonetheless. 6 managers: the music manager, the business manager, the road manager, the tour manager, the production manager, and the technical manager. I'm going to read the first 2 managers and then we'll have a discussion on that, if that's okay with you, General.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so the role of a music manager, aka artist manager, talent manager, band manager, or personal manager. Music managers are involved in concealing and advising artists on songwriters, producers, engineers, instruments, and musicians, etc., on all matters related to their musical careers. Traditionally, personal managers primarily focused on shopping for record and or publishing deals for their clients, and then helping to navigate their clients through the deals and beyond. Today, the role of the personal manager has evolved into a much more hands-on approach regarding helping their clients reach fans directly and assisting clients in running their own recording, publishing, merchandising, and performing tour and operations. Even though traditional recording and publishing deals may still make some sense, the deals that most managers pursue for their clients are in the areas of sponsorship, branding, merchandising, and or licensing. The personal manager's job, therefore, is to, while helping his clients run their own companies, help figure out their deals, if any, complement the client's independent operations, and fit into their long-term career plans.
Right. And that was the role of a personal manager, right?
Music manager.
Music manager, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. The second one is the business manager. The business manager, usually an accountant by trade. The business manager, usually an accountant by trade, not your cousin, not your girlfriend, not Miss Mary down the street with the corner shop.
And less qualified in that area.
That's right. Managers the income and expenses of the client. Business managers usually take care of making payments to musicians, background singers, roadies, tour managers, etc. On behalf of the artist, they also assist clients in the areas of assets and investments, savings, tax, local, state, federal, and international, etc. Many artists are not well versed in the intricacies of, in particular, the tax obligations that related to their performance, licensing, sponsorship, recording, and merchandise income, equipment purchases and sales, business expenses, etc. Business managers help their client organize their money affairs while also assisting with investments, savings, and retirement funds.
Okay. That's the business manager. Go ahead.
Yeah. Then we have the road manager. The road manager normally takes care of logistics while the artist is on tour or on the road. Duties including making sure that everything on the road is provided for as spelled out in the contract and all monies are paid on time. The artist can then concentrate solely on performing and interacting with fans and not be distracted and preoccupied with whether the promoter, venue, broker, booking agent, sponsor, or brand partner has met their obligations. The road manager also follows up on items promised as part of the contract, such as accommodations, advances, deposits, rentals, commissions, and so on. So I don't know if you want to have that discussion on those first 3.
Right. And let's just touch upon booking agent, please.
Now, it doesn't give this that I have here in front of me has nothing to do with booking agents.
Yeah.
However,
I just want you...
reread. Let me reread the bottom part of this.
Right.
That promise part of contract times. The artist can then concentrate solely on performing and interacting with fans and not be distracted and preoccupied with whether the promoter, venue booker, booking agent. So a booking agent is totally and completely different from a manager. And this is something that we have to, artists, especially the younger artists, have to understand. Because the one thing I've seen a lot of young artists that I've interacted with, when they introduce me to somebody, this is my manager, this is my booking agent, this is my tour manager. This one person is these things.
That's a conflict of interest. Matter of fact, in California, it's illegal for the manager to be the booking agency.
Right. So the point I want to make to all the young artists is that your booking agent is not your manager.
It shouldn't be, because there's a conflict of interest, and
your manager also is not your booking agent. They're two separate people.
Yeah.
A booking agent is like a headhunter. A headhunter is someone who has their office, and people go to them. People are looking for jobs, and they go out and they go find the jobs for them.
Right. Yeah, and it's why it's a conflict of interest. What we'll find in reggae is somebody, as you said, go get his cousin that doesn't know anything. Right, doesn't know anything about music business, doesn't know what artist supposed to get, and then you hear that you have to bring them manager on tour, which is them cousin or them girlfriend or somebody where you just be giving them a tour in California that knows nothing about the business, not qualified in the area. And is why Fitzroy, Roddy just point out the different type of management. And what you have going on here is one person who kind of business manager, the guy who deals with the tax of the business, is kind of overseeing everything. Meanwhile, the first manager you talk about, he's the one that know about the booking deals and what the artist is supposed to get and so forth, so forth. But when you have one person who is doing everything, it becomes a conflict of interest, especially if the artist doesn't have any sense.
Yeah.
Knows who get what.
One of the main things.
The thing also is that the first time I read this article, General, I look at it and go, well, artists have all this money to hire all these managers. And Mama D just brought up a very important point in the chat room. She says what is happening is those roles are overlapping because most starting artists don't have the funds to pay for these services.
Well, it's supposed to be a percentage based on what they do, because if not, it would become that thing where the artist paying a booking agency and they claim that they're booking and they're not doing anything. That's why these things are percentage based. And I think, a matter of fact, in California, again, they can't charge like a salary for doing that, because the guy could sit on his butt not doing nothing, keep writing you a bill. So it can be done, but it's all done based on a percentage.
So a manager who is actually booking shows as well as looking at the image of the artist at the same time, performing two roles, I guess that person can pay himself two separate wages, so to speak.
But in California, he would go to prison.
Well, I'm just saying in a roundabout way, because if you're adding two in one, then where does that leave him?
If what?
I want to hear Lady G's feedback on this.
Well, I was going to say that's why it's a conflict. But I think it was Niney, an article that Niney the Observer did for one of the Jamaican newspapers, where he said that one of the important things for a manager is that when you establish a business relationship with an artist, you must start out with a contract. You know, and that's back to what the scientist was saying earlier about the percentage. You know, and this also, it not only protects the artist, but it protects you as a manager from by making sure that you get what's due to you.
Yeah, and then the next part about it, managers cannot be the power of attorneys. I know in California, a lot of space, that's illegal, because you see, if you give a manager a power of attorney, like we see in some cases, and there are some cases where manager took over the artist, that state are taking all the money, going into the artist's bank account and doing things because the artist give power of attorney to the manager to do whatever. And that's illegal.
another conflict of interest.
That's the next conflict of interest.
Yeah, and you know, I've heard people say, "Oh, you know, laws and this and that. You know, laws aren't made for us. They are. We just have to have the right, you know, attorney advocate on our side to navigate and explain to us what our options are and what, you know, what those laws are and how they pertain to our situation." And me, as a person that's been in the legal field, I'm coming from that perspective. You know?
Yeah, Lady G, could you position the mic a little more direct into you?
Oh, okay.
So like you're speaking from the side of the mic rather than at the front.
I see. Is that better?
I think so. The closer the better, and the more direct.
Okay.
Give us your profile, Lady G. Give us your profile.
Yeah.
Profile? My professional profile, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Give us your profile in front of the microphone.
Yeah, more direct into the microphone. Okay, it sounds like it distant. It's some boxy, but
okay. Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things reasons why we're discussing the topic manager / management. There's a lot of little nuances that goes into an artist going to perform somewhere and having a manager, because we don't even start talking about insurance as yet. You know, if an artist go on tour and get hurt on stage, something fall down on stage, like the other night, I was watching a live performance of Taylor Swift here in Canada, and some fan grabbed her foot and almost dragged her off stage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so the manager's role also is to protect your artist, because before you send your artist or book your artist to go anywhere to perform, what is the venue like? Is it safe? Is it safe for your artist? And this is where the tour manager is going to come in, which is one of the other part that I'm going to read. But you know, just to let people who are aspiring managers, people who are already managers, who probably hearing a lot of this information for the first time, because a lot of people out there are managers by word of mouth.
Are damagers.
Not because they have any experience. And I want to tell the young artists, if you're going to get someone to manage you, do some research on that person. Find out what their history
don't
is
go
like.
Don't go get your girlfriend.
Right, go, you know, find out what their track record is like, because all of these things are very, very important.
Yeah. If your girlfriend know about management and she actually do it before, your cousin or whatever, it's fine. But what we find happening here is a bunch of people, well, this is my manager, all right? And the manager doesn't know anything. The manager is trying to cling to fame.
We have. I like the road manager part, and the road emphasize on. Very important.
Yeah.
But when I elaborate until the general asks me to, you know, but I like that part. I need to relate. I need to outline some responsibility, and the insurance, the road, is very important point.
Yes. Yeah, because I remember when Michael Jackson. You remember when Michael Jackson had his problem with the spotlight.
Yeah, that's why I say, as scientists, as you know, in California, it's very strict when it comes to music. A booking agent will not even talk to an artist unless he has a company, a LLC, or protect him, because that's where everything covered. And the road manager have to know, read all them riders there, know the venue, all the things.
Liability, because sometimes some venues them have
liability of what, of course. Even your drum or bus and all is a lot of things come to that, the venues and so a road manager role, when the general mandate me, then we discuss more about. Very good point. The insurance, very good point.
Yes. Anything else you want to add to the what you've told us, Ronnie Campbell, before we move on to road manager? Because I want Fitzroy to give us the description of what a road manager does.
Yes. Yes, the first three that we read is pretty much to kind of let artists and managers understand the role of those three managers, because you know it's overall it's 6. You know, but there's the music manager, which is different from the business manager, which is different from the road manager.
Tell me something. Tell me something. Sorry, Roddy. Who collects money on behalf of the artist, and tell me, is it advisable for an artist to represent himself as a manager?
If you have no sense of the business, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot, because the business is the business, and nobody cares about whether you have a big name or you have a small name. Promoters are in this for the money. Let us not kid ourselves. They're not in it for whether this artist and this artist is on the same bill. Producers are business people. They're in this. Promoters, they're in this for the money. As far as an artist representing themselves, if this is an artist who is educated on the business, I am one of those who represent myself because I have some knowledge of the business. But at the same time, it takes away your focus as an artist from what your role is. My role is just to sing. I don't want to be dealing with pens and papers and dollars and dimes and this and all that stuff. Like, for example, my wife, is a manager. This woman is smart. I mean, educated and smart. But I've approached my wife, just to give an example, to manage me many, many times. And she looked at the fact that she has no experience doing this. She has the experience as a manager in a different role, but she doesn't have the experience to go out there and deal with in the music field.
Yeah.
It's a specialized industry.
It's a specialized industry. It's like marketing. Marketing is not posting things on Facebook. That's not marketing. That's kind of semi-promoting. Marketing, it's a skill. It takes a skill. Managing, our managers and management, it takes a skill. So for any artist to go out there and represent themselves as a manager, as their own manager, it's ticklish.
Okay, let me ask scientists a question. Okay, you're an upcoming artist coming into the industry for the first time. Somebody notices your talent, wants you to perform in somewhere like Spain or Germany, okay, and wants you in their country performing within the next 3 months. What is your approach? You don't have no manager or anything. What is your next approach to that?
Well, the first thing, leaving your homeland, going into a different country, right? What needs to be done is that your advance and your money is supposed to be held into an escrow account, because the money is never supposed to go there. The advance is not ever supposed to go to the artist. It's supposed to go into an escrow account at the time the show complete. Because you find that a lot of times that the promoter can run off with your money. Things can go not right and you won't get your money. So that's the first thing that you need to secure. What was that part of your question?
How would you approach somebody coming to you for the first time? You have no knowledge of the business. All you know is you're a good artist ready to perform. He wants you to perform in somewhere like Germany. You have no management knowledge. How do you approach it?
Yeah, good topic. Well, no management. No management. The first thing you need to secure is how you're going to get paid. Second thing, you need to know what type of person you're going around. Is this person a good person, bad person? Where is the venue? You have to go out there and sometimes actually sell yourself, and sometimes a lot of us don't get no money or things don't go right. Bob Marley, name it. Every one of us got through that. And sometimes that's the price that you have to pay. But you want to also make sure that you're on a two-way ticket. Don't leave your house unless you have a two-way ticket, because you don't want, when you get there, whatever happened with the promoter, him disappear and you can't find him, and you find that you have to pay for your ticket going back home. Next thing that you need to make sure that all your expenses paid, your hotel, your transportation, because they will try to take it out your money. So all expense have to pay up front. Yeah, and don't leave your house unless you have a two-way a two-way ticket that it can't change, because sometimes the They make it look like you have a two-way ticket and they can go cancel the second half. You make sure, or what I do, I buy the ticket, so it's only I alone can cancel the ticket.
Right. Isn't there a danger of advances being given on to the artist?
Well, that's why it's supposed to go into an escrow account.
Okay.
The advance is never ever supposed to go to the manager. Could you,
scientist, could you explain what that account is to our listeners?
Yeah, an escrow account. For those who is the same thing they use in real estate. The escrow account or the escrow manager at the bank have an instruction that says, upon completion of this agreement, release the money to this person. So a neutral person holds the money. And the money goes into that account.
Right.
And then the money sits there until in time the artist performs the show. And then the bank have the instruction to release the money to the artist.
And it's always done through the bank.
Well, the promoter.
The allocated is an allocated fund.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it already been paid in, so that's your advance. Because when a booking, once a booking agent book an artist, the manager then, as well, scientists say, the booking agent submit it to a escrow account where it keep there until the artist secure. So him having visa for travel, him have everything together. Then, with discretion and consideration, the booking agent can also tell the bank, say, release X amount of thousand to Mr. Scientist, so him can know, so him can go ahead and do certain things and then fly in.
You might have expenses like you want.
Yes.
Rent.
So with considerations and trust, because it go back to business again.
And trust.
If it's and you ask a question, say, general about artists doing business. No time artists must do in business. At no time.
In business, what you mean by that?
General asks a question like when him say artist should take care of like him
representing himself.
Represent himself?
Yes.
It totally distract because Mr. Campbell read a statement where I say artist must avoid from being in contact with the promoter and etc. etc. And it's true.
Yes.
Because that affect him in performance. Because sometimes through the business.
Let him finish their scientist.
Through the business, not right, because that's why you have to have a good road manager, because sometimes a whole of a problem with we and promoters, But I can't make Andrew Bees and Ducky them know. I have to resolve it.
You have to be the boss.
Because it will take away.
Stress them
because a man gonna know, say, boy, if me go tell Ducky, say, boy, so the promoter not give me the money yet, he might go give me a piece of the money before you go up on stage. Something you have to make the artist that you have to see the trust, because you have a booking agent at work, Because a man cannot rob you, when you have a good booking agent. The booking agent secure your money. If the promoter not give you the money, the booking agent are gonna make sure it's in your account. And scientists can assure you of that.
Yeah, when you
are dealing with business people, because when I talk about hustlers, we talk about business people. Booking agent, real booking agent, and know say you might talk to scientist LLC, you might have your account, you might have everything about you. So when you deposit the money there, everything right.
Yeah, and especially when them work with you, them see that you deliver, them will make an exception to the escrow and say, well then yes, they might have rehearsal. So go ahead and release some.
And them know that. You do discretion, because I know say right, you in trust scientists, say I'm gonna release 15,000. At the tour money go give. And you're gonna make it do what it's supposed to do and everything right. The artists them come in on time, them understand, and the tour begin or the show begin,
Okay, and one of the risks when the money is not supposed to go with the manager, because this happened already. Right in California, the manager run off with the money and go buy him house or whatever. So that's
General. The last one I read was the road manager.
Yeah.
Fitzroy being a road manager, do you want Fitzroy to talk a little bit about that one?
General.
Sorry, bear with me, people. 1 second. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Fitzroy.
Talk about road management.
Let me read it again, Fitzroy. The role of a road manager. The road manager normally takes care of logistics while the artist is on tour or on the road. Duties including making sure that everything on the road is provided. Everything on the road is provided for as spelled out in the contract, and all monies are paid on time.
Perfect. Yeah, man. Definitely.
I'm not done yet. Something is in the background. Yeah. The artist can then concentrate solely on performing and interacting with fans and not be distracted and preoccupied with whether the promoter, venue booker, booking agent, sponsor, or brand partner has met their obligations. The road manager also follows up on items promised as part of the contract, such as accommodations, paradigms, advances / deposits, rentals, commissions, and so on. Your time fits right.
Yes, everything that you just read is perfectly the role and responsibility of a road manager. Because you see, when the booking agent and the management and everything finalize, the road manager become the boss of the tour. Because he's gonna be the one who have to implement all these things. So the road manager know the contracts, which is a rider. You call it a rider, which show you say the artist supposed to be performing certain time, because you have certain time you have to know. So the artist is 45 minutes, because your contract to do like minutes, hour and a half, 90 minutes. You know, the road manager have to make sure you have to be a timekeeper. You have to make sure your money right, the budgeting, everything right. Your hotel is booked. So when you're up on the bus, the road manager have to be keep. Road manager can't sleep, you know. Him cannot sleep. You have to constantly attack the promoter, because sometimes you have a tour, you have to attack to all the promoter. We have got all the third show ahead of you. You have to make sure these things. So the road manager role is a role. It's so technical. As I'm saying, him become the man. Everything now, the booking agent and everybody put responsibility in a film on to make sure the tour success.
Fitzroy, can I just hold you right there, please? Can I hold everybody right there? I've been trying to get hold of Niney down there in Jamaica. I've been able to get hold of him right now. So I'm going to add him to the call. So if everybody can just bear with me while I get Niney on the line, please. Yeah?
Oh, okay.
We'll come back to Fitzroy's topic as soon as we can. So let's see if we can get Niney on the phone. Once again, you're welcome to the Reggae Biz Talk Show. And we're attempting to make a link with Niney. Niney! All right. Is he there? All right. We're still going to try and get a hold of him. Once again, Fitzroy, just continue talking, telling us about the role of
panel and staff. Yes, panel and staff and the listeners. As I said, the role of a road manager is very, very effective. You have to be very effective of what you do, because you know the hopes and the responsibility of the booking agent, the manager, and the artist lie in your hand. And to make a tour successful or a show successful, the road manager have to can make sure everything is in the right order. Cause you don't want the artist come on him hotel room, don't prepare. him can't get peer, him got ear set. You understand? As the road manager hold up on negotiation, you have to still even keep on the road while you go there. You know? Cause things will change on the road, you know. Sometimes budget system change. Because sometimes maybe yes, scientist.
Yeah, one time we on tour, me and you was on tour with Black Uro. Right?
Yeah.
With Ducky, and I don't know if you remember this. It was a woman and her son.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, it was the worst tour ever. So all this tour and yes.
Is that good thing Fitzroy was here? Okay, here what the woman tried to pull off. I live in California, and I know California very, very good. And from Santa Barbara to LA is no more than 2 hours. You know what this woman was doing? She been having everybody driving in circles, talking, telling me that it is 8 hours from Santa Barbara to LA, and having the bus driver drive around in circle. And guess what she was doing? She was pocketing the hotel money. I have everybody want to sleep on the bus.
You see, that's why it is very important again for a road manager, because a road manager you constantly have to keep asking knowing what the budget is and for, because you have to talk to your booking agent, you know.
Yeah,
And
but how did she end up on the tour? She was a booking agency.
No, the reason why she do that, no, it was valid for the tour, but she created the LLC around Black Hole, and as she funded, you understand? And she funded it, but what she did wrong, she never. So she and Fierson around the business, so we up on the tour and now we are road manager, cause you understand? But there are certain things where when Ducky has a racket, so and so and so. Me no know because the day she never. Because it's, you know,
but imagine
it was like a learning experience too for me, you know.
Imagine if you wasn't there as the road manager and Ducky have to deal with that woman and her son like she. You imagine the stress he would have.
It's a lot of tour mashup scientists. That's a lot of reggae mashed up and fall short because as I said, there are things that a road manager have to be on top of.
So she was that investor and the booking agency at the same time?
Well, so the investor, I don't really want to go on a subject there, because I just want to keep on the road and the responsibility of a road manager, because these things will occur, as we say, if me never depend on the road, because me and Andrew B approach it, because we tell her, say, Andrew B on a Black Hole, so we're not going to sing, we stop singing, And she said, she can't sue. I say, you can't sue Andrew B, you can't sue Black Hole. Andrew B is not Black Hole. So we kind of set for kind of jack up the tour for stop it. You understand? Because she knows that nobody no wants to Ducky alone as Black Crow, because Black Crow is a lead singer with a backing vocals.
Right.
So we know I learn certain things because true where my part of the work that So as a road manager, you have to astute. I say you read a rider and you have to communicate with your driver too, because as I say, as a road manager, you have to know the distance from venue to venue. Sometimes you're there at hotel, the venue is like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I say? But you don't want to drive, you don't want, so people, scientists, in everything where, when it comes to money, something you can't trust all yourself. So when it comes to money, you don't trust people.
That's why I'm broke.
But that's what you're doing, because a distance from Elliot to thing there where is it no more than 2 hours. She have the driver telling the driver to drive in circle and say, but wait, we're just waiting and take, we're not supposed to give that driver.
She want to capitalize on the tour, and the responsibility. She want to capitalize off the tour.
I know.
Because she want to recoup that money what she spend, and again, the road manager have to make sure, say, because one of the main things a road manager must be on the road for, is that the artist perform good to please his fans, and also that him earn at the end of the tour, because there are even ways. As you already read the thing said, him read it something I don't really can't quote it. But the road manager for knows is at the end of the tour, him knows say you have some money where maybe you don't have to waste doing other things. You cut back on it. So when the tour done, the net can say so the net now the artist can take care of. Because I remember
the part in it that strikes me, that jumps out at me, Fitzroy, is the road manager normally takes care of logistics while the artist is on tour or on the road. Duties including making sure that everything on the road is provided for as spelled out in the contract.
Like water, drinks, everything.
Even your rider, when you're going to the dressing room, you have a list that says 5 this, 10 that. So you have the road manager have to go count everything and know say that in there, because the budget.
No, the reason why I reread that line, Fitzroy, is at the signing of the contract. Who signs the contract and who is present at the signing of the contract?
No, the manager. The manager. Sign with it. No, not the road manager. The manager confirm the booking agent, because the manager gonna send a rider to the booking agent,
Right.
And the booking agent gonna look through the rider. I mean, gonna say management here, we cannot do this and we cannot do that. The manager gonna say, if we cannot do that, then we're not gonna have a tour. Because you have to negotiate.
Now, at what point does the road manager...
No, that's what I'm saying to you. When the road manager don't get involved in all those negotiations, when the negotiation is concealed, road manager responds on the road. Like the day when the tour I leave from wherever you are on the airport to where you're going, the road manager take up that responsibility.
Okay.
Booking agent, say the road manager have to know, say X amount of hotel, X amount of per diem as you just call, And you have to do the accountability too, because you have to keep the budget in order. For now, so you have 10 people on the road, times X amount of per diem, X amount of hotel. Sometimes you have to double. You know, so sometimes the road manager have to use him brain for know, so, all right, we're going to drive a 2 hour drive. You know, make sense you spend $1,000 on hotel fee when you can spend 100. So it's all for areas where the road manager is not just dead for us. You understand, my friend? As I say, logistics and all these things, guys. When you tour down, you want the promoter to feel good and the artist also feel good. Because you do all for tour and you don't make no money, you know. If you don't know where you're doing, scientists can't tell you. You spend it in traveling and per diem and hotel fee, and you can cut back on a lot of these things too. So you have to wise.
Okay, bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. I want to see if I can get hold of Niney right about now. We've been having back and forth on the telephone. Something's wrong with one of his phones. We've been able to get a landline number, so we're going to attempt that. I'm just going to play a track by Niney himself. It's called Bring the Cochicoma.
They bring the cochico, make we lick it till the bun. Far we now go run from them big long gun. So bring the cochico, make we lick it till the bun.
Okay, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this call with each and every one of you, and I'm going to add you back. I'm going to see if I can get Niney first, and then I'll call you guys back, yeah?
Okay.
All right, bear with me. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to end the call with the panel, and we're going to see if we can get a hold of Niney. Skype is really acting up right about now, so let's see if we can get him. Bear with me 2 secs. All right. All right, let's try one more time.
Far we now go run from them big long gun. Where them, they tell me where them turn with them big long gun. Where them really turn.
Hello, soundbox.
Greetings. Niney.
Yeah, man. What's
Many
up?
thanks. I catch you at last.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good. Can you hear me okay?
All right. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can get the rest of the panel onto the show. So just bear with me 2 seconds, please, yeah?
All right, cool.
All right, let's see if I can get scientists. All right, and see if I can add Fitzroy. Once again, ladies and gents, we have with us the legendary producer, artist. He's an absolute legend. He's here right now. He goes by the name of Niney. So please bear with us while I try to get everybody else from the panel right here. Scientists, are you there?
Yes, bless up. What's up, Niney?
Great.
Well, yes, you greatest engineer. Right, I mean, I threw their work to the boy. I have to call the name. I'm sorry, not about boy. So you come lick down two of them tuna for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell the skipper, you know?
Yeah,
man, everything is everything, though.
Yeah, we have to tell them, everything is everything, and we have to tell them a little bit about our link and the history and what we do, call a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, man. You have to tell them, man. You have to make them know.
All right, go ahead. Tell us who you are and how you got into the industry, and we'll start with that. So just introduce yourself to our listeners.
Who first going?
You.
That's Niney.
Okay. Well, my name is Winston Niney Holness. Yeah, producer, artist, everything, all around cricketer. Yeah, and yes, that's it. You know what I mean? So I'm here today with on the show, me and scientists, and you know we are friends from long time. We do a lot of work, and most of the songs them that Scientist mix, you know. I mean, he don't get credit for them, but I know because we was there, and both of us was there, and in the last time of even Channel 1, most of the time we sleep in our studio, you know. Don't let work finish. We don't go home. When night come down, we don't move from where we are. We just sit down or sleep or whatever till daylight. We get up back, wash your face, run at the back, get up, don't eat, and you know, and just start work again to make the production go on. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're here today, so we're here to answer questions. You know?
One of the people that Niney put on the map that a lot of people don't know is the same Third World.
Yes. True. Yes.
When the song was Roots of Quality. Remember that song, Niney?
Yeah, it was mixed by Scientist himself. Yeah.
The Third World, but
Roots of Quality. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have our hands in it somewhere, either directly or indirectly.
So back in the day, Niney, your approach to the music was one of dedication, and I would imagine sacrifice, and to see the amount of work that you've put into the industry that has made it what it is today. When you look at the industry, the business side of things, what is it you see with your eyes?
Go again.
Knowing the amount of work.
The last word is said with the eyes, with last sentence.
Knowing when you look at the industry, the music industry, the way it is today, what is it you see?
Well, I see a lot of things. I see a lot of things that I do that I don't get credit for. They take it away from me. I don't get credit for it. And, you know, all these things, as far as I go and find out things by little I see it. For instance, I'm going to tell you one. I was around Bunny Lee, because Bunny Lee is the original man scratch for me. Yeah, and, you know, Bunny, anyway, they big up yourself, yeah? And I love that man much, because more time, me and Bunny, you have a little difference, but you know, scientists as you go around, you know how we do it. Scientists might say this, me, Niney, and I say, go ahead, scientist, man, because how we even deal with it.
Yeah, but me and Niney had like a fight, our fall out our friend again.
Yes, and same like Bunny. When I start is what Bunny do. Now, I work with Bunny until I take, you know, my own, you know, whatever, take on to my own self and start my thing, you know, as Niney observer. And I see songs, you know, Bunny Lee give me enough opportunity to make songs, and I make songs for him, although I was a salesman, and I make big songs where Bunny Lee appreciate it, you know, enough tune made by Slip Away, Pro to Beg, which, you know, he get scratch all the rhythm, them scratch take it, make #1 with Dave Barker, England and all that, Prisoner of Love and all that. But what I'm saying, when I work with Bunny Lee at night time, daytime, I used to go to Joe Gibbs, when Joe Gibbs have his studio at Dwayne Park, the same one that Bunny Lee have now. And I do a lot of work around there. I go around there, I make songs. When Peter Touch come, I make songs around there with Peter Touch, like, you know, they must forget a beating, Margaret Dog, whatever. But still, if I never get credit off that, I don't mind. But things that I do, like Money in Your Pocket, that Joe Gibbs doing know nothing about. Although he's dead and gone, you know, I love him still. You know, I mean, the name and in spirit, whatever. But I make tune like Money in the Pocket, and I do all those tunes. If I have a hammer, Love of the Common People, those songs are 2 #1 that I make that go on the British chart. I never get penny, and my name never called. They wipe me out of the map. You know, when Joe Gibbs don't know nothing about it, the little guys that sing it, if I was wicked, he would have killed me all now. I would have died. Because when I say to Joe Gibbs, give the youth some money, and, you know, because he couldn't sing the song the way he sing it. Yeah, so I said, okay, we're going to make Dennis Brown sing it. And that's the time when Dennis Brown come over to him. We get Dennis Brown to sing the song. I said, Joe Gibbs, pay a little youth, give him some money and whatever. Joe Gibbs never give the guy no money. Right?
That's Dennis Brown?
Yes. Yes, he take everything. And then he turned Dennis against me too, that I make an animosity over the song and whatever. But all I said, give the little guy some money. Because when the guy come to studio, him come with all his girlfriend.
Refer to him as Dennis Brown so people know who we're talking about.
Refer
to the guy as Dennis Brown so people know we're talking about Dennis Brown.
Yes, yes. Dennis Brown we're talking. Yeah.
Yeah, so use Dennis Brown. So I said Dennis Brown instead of the guy.
Yeah, yes. No, no. The little youth that write the song, yeah? Dennis Brown is the one that sing the song.
So
Yeah.
the person who write the song is a little youth.
Yeah, it's a little youth them time there. And I go make the song. I make the rhythm itself and come a Jogies, come voice it. But he couldn't sing the song. The guy that write the song, he couldn't sing it because I go make the rhythm. But he cannot sing on it. So when I come at Jogies, I said, Jogies, we're going to put this song out. But all you have to do is give the youth some money and we're going to let Dennis Brown sing the song. And then...
Which song was that?
Money in the Pocket.
Money in the Pocket, okay.
Yeah, Money in the Pocket. Yeah? Because if you hear that song don't write by Dennis Brown. Because Dennis Brown don't sing those songs. It's countryman song. So when I say she coming, but him don't hear a word to say, money in my pocket and I just can't get no love. Different, you know what I mean? So definitely, you know, that is not his writing that. So but when the song took off and took off, there is nobody. Even look at me and the youth, the guy that write it, me make the rhythm and me everything, whatever me arrange up the song and me do everything. The melody come from whatever me because I never sing it that way. And the same way I put the melody down is the same way Dennis Brown sing it. But what I'm saying, no, Joe Gibbs get the credit for all those songs, which he never know something about music, you know? Which he never know nothing about music that way. To write that song.
I can't show you how to go around that, you know. I can't show you how to go around it. I don't want to cut you out, but before you go, we get lost. I can't show you how to go around. The guy will write the song, like a guy that you're referring to. Do you know where we contact him?
Well, me and him did catch up, right, because he did vex with us and he go to Canada. And from that I don't see him again. From all these years. And when the tune was hitting in England, going at number one, I tried going on the big chart. I tried to contact him, but I couldn't. That time I'm in Canada, but he was so vexed that he never want to hook up with nothing again. You know.
Well, going back to what we've been preaching, here's what happened. I'm going just interjecting briefly so we can keep everything in sync for that this track 90. But as part of what we've been preaching, you see if that guy did register the song. Right, he's the first owner of the song. If he did register it as a writer, and if the paperwork and everything did set up like what it's supposed to set up, then Joe Gibbs, he wouldn't have to wait for Joe Gibbs give him any money because the Socan or what is it down there in Jamaica, Roddy? J-Cap would I know, so well look for this guy and give him the money.
But I think back then at that time it was
what we say back then. Listen, I don't cut to scientist, but back in those days, it's only a handshake and a mouth talk go around. We never have all these kind of technologies to say, hey, these songs. Few guys didn't know about it, you know. But it's few recording company like all when Trojan Record and Lee Gaptal and all those man. It's only those guys know about these things.
But them
you know what I mean?
Quiet and never tell you all about it.
Nobody never even know. The guys them who know don't talk. Because I tell you something. Bibi Seaton is a guy that did in Jamaica and he know enough in those days about these things. Huh? Only those guys did know. Right? It's like Bibi Seaton and certain little people know about it. But enough guys never know what is publishing. They never know all these type of things. Right? Because it's lately, you know, publishing come down to an international thing, you know, where license have been granted for publishing and whatever. But because even America, they say that day them coming with all them things there, you know. You know what I mean? I'll do a long time, but it just is that day guys and guys know. Because if all these guys did know, all the treetops and all temptation and all impression, all these guys would rich. But these guys have been singing from those time and don't know about it neither.
Is why we farm this show here. Is why we farm this show because part of what we're talking about, the unity in the business. Remember, Roddy, the artists, them don't tell each other about these things that them know as them go along.
No.
Right.
No.
Then you understand why Niney and all BBC and them people here didn't know from them time, but them wasn't willing to share the knowledge.
Yeah, because guess what? That is why the other day when I some years ago, I couldn't say a couple years, some years ago, when I go to France and I find out something, my friend was telling me some things about money in France. And I said, oh, money in France. Where it come by? He said, yes, a lot of money there. And Eileen take me to a lawyer that named Bertram. And when I go to Bertram have a blackboard in his office where he start to write with chalk and show and we, So I said, where this money come from? He start to show me and tell me. So I said, okay, I'm going to straighten up this. So when I come and meet Muta Baruka and say, Muta, there's some money in France, I want you to go to France and I want you to spread it on the radio. He never say a word about it. So I come back up England for Bonnie Lee and Tapazuki and Joe Gibson coming. And I go back to France again to Bertram. And Bertram sit down and explain it to me, Bonnie Lee and Tapazuki and Joe Gibbs. And showing us how all these money come up. But true, they don't claim this money and we guys don't claim it. This is the way the government always take this money and do everything what they want to do. They lend out the money, they take it, make bridge them, take it, do every type of thing what they can do with the money and give it these money to some organization. But we never know. We still never know because we never educated in that reality to know that, hey, this is what's going on. We never know all these things.
No.
You know what I mean?
Because with the thousands and thousands of songs where Jamaican artists record, if when they was recording the song, them add the work registration form. You know how much money them would they get, the people that get all now. And I don't agree with the thing with the people who collect the money that them only want to go back 5 years. No, we understand why them only want to go back 5 years. Because they want to keep most of that money what Niney talking about.
Makes sense. Yep.
But again, scientists, listen again. You know, and this is what the world for know. Listen again. All the things them that going down, right? Jamaica is only people and is only the industry that come in with a big massive thing and them don't even know what we got. Reggae. Them don't even know. They don't know what we got. No.
That's true.
All the manufacturers them like the big guys them with Byron Lee, you know, Sonic Sound, Federal Record and all of them. You ever see them form a recording company where they take an artist and sign them and say, hey, the industry is so big and this is where reggae come from, we're going to sign 2 artists? Nobody care about that. All what a guy do, yes, come sing 2 songs for me. And he get Ken Booth and he sing 2 songs. He get John Oates him sing 2 songs. He get me produce 2 songs. And all what they do, they only take the scraping of the money and scrape everything. That's all they want to do. Nobody want to take no responsibility.
Did that though, Blackwell, Chris Blackwell did that though.
He didn't know about everything, but he never, and everybody he opened up to. You know, he want to open up to his friend them. Him don't care about the recording industry, want to make some money for himself too. You know what I mean? Sure. So him now go open up the light to us. You know what I mean? Because when I have...
But Coxon kind of did do that. But the Coxon did the same thing. He never did share the publishing money.
No, but Coxon is a guy we like we too. Scientists, Coxon is a guy we like we too. Them struggle him too. Them fight against him too. You understand? Because when him start they start with him thing. But as much as him have so much artists around him, there's no outlet for him, for him to go. No, none. Them fight against him too.
True.
You understand? Bonnie Lee is only man who try a thing or try a little thing, but Bonnie Lee was a donkey man where him now study the business. Him only study to make hit song, and them deal with him rough too.
Yeah, because him don't know the business part of it. Like
no, him don't know the business part of it. You understand? Because him with we. But again, let me tell you, as a name, as Bonnie Lee, as a Chinaman, if him never they deal with us as a roots guy where we out there all them time and run around with we, the name alone when have name Bonnie Lee, the Chinaman they would have take him and show him the road and say, hey Bonnie, this is the road man, go in it and go in it. But them never want we to come in it because them know say anyhow then let go Bonnie Lee. The whole of us to go up like a wild crab.
Yeah, but check this Niney. I don't know if you ever check this. If you notice back in them time there, if you're not going to a Bonnie Lee, a Never Lee, you're going to a Byron Lee. If you're not going to a Byron Lee, you're going to a VP. And if you're not going to a VP, you're going to a Channel 1.
Yes.
And all of them was Chinese.
Yes. Well, you know.
And then the only black man was the exception was Mr. Dad, Tubbies, RJ, and then it's like them catch Joe Gibbs and like Joe Gibbs adapt all of them ways.
Yeah, because
like catch him and brainwash him.
Yeah, because Joe Gibbs never a black man. Joe Gibbs never a black man. Joe Gibbs, you know them days the Joe Big principle was like some high class, top
high class Jamaican.
Yeah, Jamaican.
Like weed and
you know.
But you see, the difference with Bonley come from down the hood, so him come from down farm.
Yes, that's why they hold Bonnie Lee. Because if them never hold Bonnie Lee.
Bonnie is one of us. Him down to earth is the same person. Him don't change for over 50 years. Him just stay one way all the while.
Yeah, because this is how they hold him. Because if they never hold Bonnie Lee would have made the industry let go. You know what I mean? And that them afraid of them never want no secret. Them want hold it as a secret. So them are going to say, although Bonnie is a Chinaman and whatever, we have to hold him. We can't make him get away from us. And this is what the recording thing. So Bonnie Lee just do it himself to make tune get the Chinaman, make tune get a man, make tune get a man there, make tune get a one there. So, you know, it just let go. But still, him just bust a word for artists still, you know what I mean? Artists round him and everybody get them blind, you know what I mean? So these are the things that happening, you know? With you mix hits pan hits pan hits pan hits pan hits pan hits. But what I'm saying, no one ever show you neither say, hey, scientist, you is not a mixer, you're an artist too. Because guess what? Your name is coming on the record and your picture is coming on the album cover. So you're an artist. Anyhow you take it. But no one not there to show says, hey, scientist, this is what and this is what and this is what. They know, but they're not gonna tell you.
No, it's study. I have to go study it for myself now and then come back and fight them later.
Okay.
Okay. And then green sleeve thing got on for them because green sleeve them try it and the same. I said, no, this is not how the business works. I know, but you're just an engineer. I said, no, stop talking foolishness and show them what the law is. And this is why we put the show here together now.
Yeah.
For show everybody what's going on so everybody can get what's right for them. Because as what Niney said, from the Sugar Minott album to Frankie Paul to Roland Barrel, name them nights upon nights upon nights upon nights. We make so much song in Channel 1, including Third World.
Yeah, man. But I tell you, scientists, remember this, you know. When Sugar Minott there in England, Sugar Minott, they do a song over there and go up on the chart. He went on the chart, yeah? When Sugar Minott come back at Jamaica, nobody never want to record him, you know. This is it. And guess what? Him there Channel 1 for 3 months, right? And we record everybody, go through, we record everybody away from Sugar Minott. Because Ernest tell me, personally, after me say I want to record Sugar, him tell me personally, say Sugar done. Nothing D. Lawrence can bring him back. That is the word him said to me.
Wow.
So
it was crazy.
So when we in there, and Sugar sit down on the sidewalk all the while. Remember when I go for Roots, when Roots had the prayer there, and I said, gentlemen, I said to the man, them said, gentlemen, we say, remember, you know, scientists, we want to make a tune. When I make the tune, you know, the tune never come on Joe Gibb on Channel 1 side, you know. The man, them lick the tune for me. We Flabba them, lick the tune and Rotterdam them, for me, free of cost, right? But on the one mistake I make was put it in on Jojo tape. No.
On Jojo, that was Lover's Race. Hey, Lady G, can you look up Lover's Race for me?
Yeah, right? So when we do it, Lover's Race. So when we just boom and lick Lover's Race, remember say Dan Carlos we are go with, you know. Remember say we record Dan Carlos and goal. Yeah?
Right.
Because John did the record Dan Carlos and goal, you know. And then Greensleeve turn it down, say they don't want him because not now gone. And we take him now and start to do his album. And the first thing we throw out there with Dan Carlos was the tune that we have, Hag and Goat and Dice Cup. Yeah? And Dice Cup. And then this is why now Greensleeve say yes to John just saying one back them in one back an album with them.
Them is bandwagon, them don't know music, them is bandwagon riders.
Yeah. But at the same time, when me decide now and Dan Carlos we have a record Sugar, when I said to Sugar them say meet me over the yard, and when they meet me over my yard, and same as when me put out the tune and Dan Carlos Sugar coming to the yard, and when me put on the tune and the tune start met now, that's how the dub where we did cut. And when the dub they play, all when Sugar come in the yard, all when Sugar say, then they tear off my shirt off for me. Then they tear off my shirt off for me. And the rhythm they go see me and fit and Dan Carlos say, more than one woman in my life. But Dan Carlos start the tune. Then Sugar finish the tune. Them just rush me. So when me decide to do now, when you voice the tune, and me get the tune, Ernest them still never want to put it out, so me carry it, go give Sonic Sound and tell Sonic Sound, so now play it. Just sell it same way because it's number one. And when the tune start bubble up and reach a number 2, John just go up at Sonic Sound and say to Sonic Sound, yeah, me I will take out my things them out here, you know. Because right now, Niney and scientists there done a JoJo. And then they run 2 studio. Then they run the 2 factory.
Yeah,
then they run the 2 place.
But John just supposed to know any time when me and you meet, everything stop and him just have got just dry. This is the misconception with them. Lady G, can you look up Lover's Race for us?
Yeah, what do you need to know about it?
You will just bring up the title and just paste the link so people can know which Sugar Mine that album we're talking about.
Sure.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Anytime me and Niney meet in the studio, might as well everybody go sit down because we wanna go come try. You know, come on. It's like the unbeatable team. Everything we touch.
Yeah, man. So listen this now. Remember the scientists. Remember when you mix the tune, you know. Remember when you mix the tune. And we can't go up and never leave. Me say me again never. When me give never the tune in the scientist, me tell never say me no want nothing out of it. Because Sugar Mine did have one daughter down here where they go school. And Sugar Mine gone back to England. And me said to never say, sell the tune and give Sugar Mine that daughter and send her to school. So that's the time now when me do that. Because I know where Jojo them they go on with, you know. Boom now. VP sent from America, you know, and saying want the tune. Remember I said Jojo said, boy, no sign want it. So Jojo take time put on the album. And then Jojo come to we. Remember I said come to we and say he want an album with Sugar. Yeah? Right. And at that the time them here you start dig up some rhythm and garland Flabba and lick up some rhythm with what thing with all them tune we have, you know. Right? No vacancy and no all them tune there, you know. Right? The whole of them tune there. Saying Sugar with that, and then Jojo will call it Sugar with a lot of extra the album. Remember, say the album tear down everywhere, you know.
So it's a white jacket album with Sugar Mine.
Yeah, him just draw some little Anansi man around it, like some little cartoon man pan it and some cartoon thing. Remember that? And Jojo said, boy, me don't know how to mix the album, so you're a scientist. It's like door. Jojo look at me one day and say, Niney, when I play the album, I hear like rain they come, I hear like door they open, I hear like river they come down and thing. And I say, yeah, man. I say, yeah, man, you know. Him say, boy, scientist, wicked. When a wicked, you know, not the good work. And I say, Jojo, bring a work, we work, man. Yeah. I say, Jojo, I work, we work. You know what I mean? Hold on, 1 minute. One minute. Yeah.
The information given on this radio program is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice.
This was the thing when she started talking about, hey, George was a man, this album. And let me tell you, this is what the album what they go do. Enough things. And from that, Sugar never look back.
Yes, I.
He never look back, scientist.
No.
You know,
there's a link for the album.
Is somebody's music playing in the
album there Niney talking about?
Never look back. You know? So these are the things, you know what I mean? So, you know, what we do, we never get credit for scientists. We never. Because we did
was a lot of that on this show here, so we can set the record straight so people don't get things twisted. And Niney is like one of the cornerstone in reggae. Because I tell you, I meet Niney before I know that I was going to become an engineer. Because right where Niney at him shop, he used to have a place there named Lynn's Radio and TV Repair, where I used to go there and fix TV. And I used to see Niney at him shop there every day, and then Bonnell used to have a little shop top side that. But I didn't ever know, say, what, 5, 7, how much years later I was going to meet Niney. And them time there it was Ryder and Cassandra going on with Dennis Brown, Westbound Train and all that. I wasn't even thinking about music business them time there.
So Niney,
Yeah, man.
Recently, you were in the local paper, The Gleaner, and you were talking about the management issues, that there's a lack of management and disorganization in terms of management down there in Jamaica, most especially. Is that something that you share the same view on?
Yes, because right now, the guys them still don't wake up. Right now, in the music business, I'm not saying all around the world, but right now in Jamaica, the guys them don't sit down to try to find out really what's going on. We make so much mistake, and them don't try to set the business better, right? Although what happened in Jamaica is a friend and friend thing. Okay, I know scientists. Scientists gonna sing now. I want to turn scientist manager. I don't even go to a managing school to know what is. That's very serious. It's very serious thing. Yeah, I mean, but this is a friend thing. Then text as a friend thing, and it's very, very serious. This thing is so big that they don't understand. Now, most of the guys them out there claim them a manager. They can manage. I have a dog, not my dog, but my friend have a dog, and I like animals. So sometimes if I go in the yard and see that dog and say, "Come here," they understand me. And if I can play with them, but the next man can't go in there and deal with them the way I deal. I don't know if it's true me and the owner is friend. But what I'm saying, there are some manager, and if I have a dog like those, I won't make none of those guys manage even my dogs. None of them.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm saying, you have a few management team, like guy like Robert Livingston. He's a great guy. And I know what I say is great guy. Even if he don't go to the school of science or the school of whatever, you know what I mean? Another guy named Specialist, those guys are good management. They know what to do. And them know how to turn the thing, right? Because even if them don't have that top grade education, they don't even need that. But what happened is just to have ideas about these things and how the thing can work and move it from one end to put to the next end. A basket of eggs, without the basket of eggs, you have to drop and all of them mash up. Okay? Take it safe there. These guys know how to do certain things. Copeland is another one we'll try, but Copeland, him to himself too much. He was to be a singer, not a manager. Okay? Because him rate himself more than even the singers then, to me see it. You know what I mean? So, but I don't see no management down here. No management team. And it's the truth. I mean, when a guy have as artist then, the friend come up and say, "Hey, I want to manage you, scientist." Scientist say, "Okay, go and do what you're doing." No. All I'm trying to do now is just waiting on the telephone, and I have a telephone, and someone called me to say, "Hey, I want a scientist." And I said, "Who you want? Scientist. How much you can pay for him?" Right? How much you want? Boy, right now, scientists now come up in England unless me get £50,000, The first thing the guy do, him don't check out and say, okay, he want scientist. Him don't ask how much the venue can hold. him don't find out what time at the show or what time at the best show or whatever, right? Him don't check and tell the guy, say, all right, pause, liquor, and I get back to you next week, because him don't know if a bigger opportunity can come in. Right away, him just say, yeah, man, send some money come. Number one, him don't know. Right? Listen, I'm gonna send someone, right? Because that place can hold 4,000. Okay, I'm gonna come. Send a ticket for me, or I go book a ticket and I go come, and you have to show me where the venue is. I have to go in there and see if it's all right for my artist, because you don't know if a riot can pop out or a setup for my artist come up then come through a 2 bomb on him and kick him over at the place or whatever. But me just say, yeah, send me artist go up there. No, they can't manage my dog. So there are no management, there are no manager. I mean, I see them as manager, I see them as a friend, a hustler.
Yeah.
So when me write that article, when me say that article, is the truth me to talk, and who want vex, because those is the truth I'm speaking about.
Niney, that's why we get you, because it's something we've been talking
We're talking a whole bunch of things about the different type of managers. but hey, Roddy, we'll forget the one with the cell phone, like what?
yeah. No, serious. No, that's serious.
You mean the one with the 2 cell phone and the beeper?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, and you see when those guys turn manager, for scientists, is the most hypest guy them can find.
Yeah,
right now, phone in a waist, right? Him have 3 cell phone when carry. Yeah,
and a beeper.
And a beeper. And you want now, every girl from every. Sometimes you get a booking and call on him phone and do and see for a pure girl in the on the phone with a chat to girls. Yes, baby. You know I'm the manager for scientists. Yes, you manage scientists. Yes, man. I mean manage scientists, man. Right? And them can manage themselves.
Yeah.
You understand? But they want to manage people. Me don't know how these guys stay like that. They can't nothing fly. Them can't manage.
But Niney, you have to kind of blame the foolish artists. Them don't.
What here?
Artists them don't know no better.
What here? Me I make some music. I mean now stop make the music when me I make, because guess what? Me have to run out some out of the studio the other day, because something when me come in here and hear them sing about, and girl, put on that girl and that girl and make me bend down girl and make me this and me that. Me say yo, tell me something now. The tune have a little melody, but can you change the thing them? Him say what? Me say I 3 things me know about, you know. Me know about ladies, me know about woman, and me know about girl. Right? So me don't know about the one named girl. For me never hear a girl tune hit yet.
Very tuned.
Good for you, Niney. Good for you.
Girl look good, girl your body look ready.
No, me never hear it. No, me never hear one of them tune hit the chart yet. So me tell the guy and the guy that's about a girl. Me say, watch your man, just come out here, man. Don't come back here, so. Carry the girl tune to your friend. You have with my friend have studio. You know what I mean? Or build a studio and make your friend them, you know.
Make a girl tune them.
Yeah, man, I make it, man. You know what I mean? So, man, watch you now. Him the tell me, he say, boy, if you not diss the girl them, if you not diss them up, you know, and that then love. Me say, well, watch you. He not come for my labor. For me now make them tune and put it on observer labor. You know what I mean? For me not want it. You know what I mean? So, if you want to make the tune, right, me that give a chance to make the tune and get some studio time, but me don't want the girl singing upon me, come upon me, my board.
At a new stylist, man. The new stylist. The now thing this Niney. I want Niney. You stop going dance, Niney.
Scientist. Me have a new something. Well, scientist, listen me now. Before me make the girl tune them, you know what me do, scientist? Me just make the rhythm. Me just make the rhythm and get half dozen dog and train them and get them for bark on it and put it a hit. One dog they sing and the other four the harmony. So watch here. And the other dog then they do harmony. Meanwhile the main dog they bark. Because you know, so when they tease the main dog, he not stop back and he come like he want to jump the fence, go near me up. You understand? Those dogs want to come near me up, the main dog, the bad one. And the other 3 their back, and the tease at them, they tease up the bad dog. Say, have him not jump on me, go near me up. So me prefer take the dog voice them and dub in at the rhythm and make hit tune. You understand? Because when me know them idea come, people are gonna jump on it. You know what I mean?
Well, one thing for sure, you're gonna have to buy some dog food as royalty.
Then them I get them royalty, man. I mean I need nobody to manage them. I mean I need not the idiot to manage them. Anyway, you see them and me and them. You know what I mean? See, it's true in Jamaica for me how you make tune, you know. Because sometimes you have some idea where you make that man have kill, we are killing the kids.
But tell you the truth, them turn me off down them.
I true in a one come down as scientist, man. You know,
them turn me off. A whole people say, if live in America illegal, him can't travel. No, that's not what happened.
Scientist.
No, him blow up all the students them in Jamaica. No, that's not what I don't go there.
Scientist. Remember saying they are Jojo, you know. Let me tell you why them do. Remember saying they are Jojo, you know. The part where them have as a control, they control the board, you know. Remember say, when you depend on the board, you know, any board you depend, you always have a 2 screwdriver in your pocket, you know. In your back pocket. For when you like it, just change where you want it and pull up the board and set it your way, you know. And that then couldn't take. Because the sound where you get, then can't get it. So when you put back it like how it stay, then can't get it. So that's why they used to fight against you.
Well, we just thought that Niney is one of the people here we can say that. The mark where I leave at Jamaica, the benchmark, all know. Because when it come and make no mistake about this. If it wasn't for reggae, the type of high fidelity where you hear music straight across all the genre, them it wasn't exist. And it's I create it. Is I show them how to record drums and back them time there, you know. All the big name musicians never want to work with scientists because he experimenting on the drum. Remember, Niney?
Yeah, man. You have good ears because you the man can hear all 1 million fathom deep, and when the other one then can't hear it.
And guess what, Niney? And this is history. We take some no-name musician like remember Rangatang. You remember him?
Oh God, man. Oh God, man.
And again, Squidly Cole. Now we're playing with Damien.
The whole of them, man. Barnabas and the whole of them.
Barnabas and the whole of them. And here's what happened now. All of the big name musicians who never want to do what I tell them to do, then them have to do it. Back them time they said to a big name musician, you want your drum sound like this?
Yeah, man.
Tie this rope around your neck and show him willing to break him neck to get the sound.
Yeah, man.
This is why I said earlier. When it comes to the sound, I like text suggestion. I don't want to believe that everything is my way, the highway. But when it comes to the high fidelity of the sound and the way you hear the thing that was sounding, is I created for them.
It's true.
It's not the next way around. And when them come on tour and them see a woman, them start to show off and them want to tell you what them want. And if you do every single thing them want, it don't sound good. It's not going to sound weird. But thank God people like here, Niney, are willing to talk the truth.
Yeah, man, that's true, man. Now you work scientist, man. And he's on the engineer me I sit down and work with and King Tubbies. If him King Tubbies that come back alive. Because guess what now? Remember saying, when me out there, and me care everybody go meet King Tubbies. And me care Bunny Lee, and me care Lee Perry, and me care all thing that we didn't name where they sing the tune there and dead now. When name they dread them man. Where sing he used to come from every talk him talk a King Tubbies man. Right? Every talk him talk a King Tubbies him talk about. The whole of them, and me care them grown there. You know what I mean? All of them go meet King Tubbies for nobody never know him. You know what I mean? Remember say King Tubbies was a man they play him sound him whole time. And me used to there with him when they make something and lock down all the radio station them because him have a thing where when the radio station remember say when we come over orchestra and there him they play them because he got one piece of something there where one man carried down for England and him say Niney, drive and go up on the stone and tell me if you hear them tune I play. And when me go out there, me don't know when call it, how he set it up and we call it piece of something that we have. But when he don't set it up, me can't hear the lick through. And you can't hear no other radio station they come through the channel there. Then switch come on next channel. Where RGR used to come to our JBC. You know here, them there's something there. King Tubby something take over that and them station they have to find a next channel go take. Like you have a 24 track board and you mix a tune and how you do it scientist. And the patch beat, they go on with certain things, you take the patch beat and show them at number 12 and that's how JBC they come from. You know here JBC come through there so.
But look, check what's going on now, Niney. We was 20 or 30 years ahead of what going on now. Now them thing here is normal thing now.
Yeah, because and the technology them use, because guess what? Look on the drum where you use the program and the hands them. Remember say they make a thing named drum machine, And I see them thing them take and put in a drum machine, The type of thing that way you mix, And the type of drum them where you deal with, Now the same drum them have when they put in a drum machine. No five drum them can hear like you're mixing them.
But let me give you a thing. One time we saw some people come down to Jamaica, so them dress up like dirty white folks. Right. So we never know what them up to. They want Channel 1 to rent. And them want to just record drums and tape very expensive. So can we put on the tape them just to make it start spin? Don't stop it. Them not telling us that them coming down there to get our drum samples to put in the drum machines. Right? And every little tune up, every little cling them guide them recording it, and guess what? Then we hear them come out to drum machine. And just like what you hear Niney say, most of the drum machine is my sample.
Yeah, then like man, then I feel hey, I wanna
and them not paying no royalties, and them not paying nothing but
them not,
we back because time they're illiterate to the business, we don't know what's going on.
Because we only take it as a nice thing. We only take it as a nice thing. We not care about money. We only want to eat little food and we belly full and we alright. You know what I mean? But these guys now, Byron Lee and the whole of them take care of a business where we never know.
You want them keep the business part to themselves.
Yeah, and then keep the business to themselves.
And then make you sign. And then make you sign where you write.
Aye, that them do.
Make you sign so them own things when them don't really own.
All right, look on it now. Look on version. I know we have version. Version that thing we owned by a company out there, you know. So some white group of guys own version.
Well,
so that's why I mean
copyright the word version.
Yeah, and take it away. Have them the money go to you know. The money go to them.
I hear Chris Blackwell and one of them own dub. Is that true?
So what? Then what you see me I make now? Me have a thing named lotion this and 90 this and that. That's why me cut cross because them can't come own my something them. You know what I mean? So everything now, I say it go. And them can't, well, when they know one dub and all them something, my dub is something else on it. You know what I mean? Me put something else on it because I saw them that do it. And everywhere now, the man them that copyright it, own it, and all them things they share out the money is split. First time when version make, right, Byron Lee used to get a thing out of it, GG used to get a portion, the one that when name thing that everybody used to get a portion of it, you know. You know what I mean? I mean, say.
But nobody never knew.
Never leave,
Nobody never know what it is. Only them one was getting a portion out of it.
Yeah, nobody never know where they go on because of them they get the money.
But the money not supposed to go to them.
No, the money is supposed to go to them. But and then take away your labor's right too. And them have the labor's right.
Scientist, I need to ask the observer a question, yeah?
All right, got you, Fitzroy.
Yes, it's honorable. Niney the observer. OD out of distinction. Because that was bestowed upon and it's a pleasure to know we have a OD with such history and you know. But what's going on in Jamaica right now? We see some youth them say them calling a reggae revival, you know, but we know say a reggae is always live and well. We have the Jake who is working hard, as Mr. Roddy Campbell emphasized. Who was a legend who has made so much mistake or you know the knowledge, know that the people are the knowledge. What hopes and use, you know, even at present for the future. For them set a youth that the youth know Kibaba Pyramid, Jesse Gender, Jesse Royal, I mean Iba Mar, you know, I say we have youth like Paul Elliott or 35 in the business, you know. What kind of hope you see in Jamaica or you think these changes that can occur?
Well, listen. I don't want you to even go too hard, right? Because if you go too hard, you might forget certain things. Some of me just remember what me tell you. Watch here. Them youth there, where you call, on a few youth, me see you tight like Paul Elliott. And me go tell you with Paul Elliott, anytime you see him, ask him about 9. When Paul Elliott come to sing to me, Paul Elliott call himself Culture Paul. And him sing few songs good, and I say, youth, tell me something now. What's your name? Culture Paul. Remember say you have culture already, you know. And him say, yeah, me say, remember say you have culture already, Union Culture Paul. I like the name there. Him say, what you think, boss? I ask him. Me look at him and me say, yes, Paul Elliott is your original name. Me say, yeah. Me say, do you know that Paul Elliott is a big name? Big. Bigger than you. Right now I'll do your name. And me say, watch out, don't sing no tune unless you said Paul Elliott. And ask him. Or if you have things, then you can link him and them say 90 there and they say the same thing. And hear what him say. He never say a 2 man. And him start was Paul Elliott. Monday me see him out of me go to airport and him see me go to Port Royal. And him said to me say, what happened, boss? And he say, I some fish me go eat. And me say me go out the way there. When he see me, him sit down and they talk to him sister and say, boss, are you the man, you know? Are you? And they show everybody say, me. Now listen now. Him will willing to sit down and listen some things when me say, but you have few guys, man, now why you when Niney say, them man they come from.
Them man they done, man.
Listen,
Our time now, you time now.
Listen, at that them they go say. See, at that them youth they go say. At Niney and them man, they scientists, them can't mix no tune for me, man. Them can't do that. Hey, wait. Them can't, what them can't do? Them can't do nothing. And still, me find out, say, when I time Bounty Killer sent down, and he come to me, and they say, in the talk with me, I say, all right, Bounty, me, I give you a tune. And me still could I make tune like game, when him down, not go on, and me still could I go to America, go get, carry tape, go get certain people to do harmony for him. Me not have to call name, but big singers. And when him say, when you see Bounty Killer, stare at him, no, don't stare at him. When he come say, me no pet and me no pamper, right? And him there and they do him thing. Yeah? And him there and they do him thing. And guess what now? The tune become hit tune and bring him back. You know what I'm saying? So, this is what me show you with Bounty. Bounty will listen to, right? He will listen some. But you know, when I hear some, he's a man in my heart. He come to me and say, you know what I want? I want all the D Brown rhythm them. And I want to do this. And I say, all right. And I set them up. And him don't come. You understand? Him don't come. Being a man right now is on the one youth me see out there. And me respect and me rate. I being a man. I don't care. Being a man is a man, where I see, because that guy, you can never get him out. Because him is there and you can't sit down on certain thing and show being a man certain thing. And him just take from that, him just say, all right, father. Me see something like that. And him just give a rating for that. Right now, me I do Jimmy Cliff, yeah. And me have some Jimmy Cliff from me there, you know. And me not send them out yet. And when me check it, me know say it needs some voice tonight too. But me I set it. And the man me I set it for it right now. I just link me away till then to come back. Because Bertram do for them part already. And anytime Lenky come back, I be in the man, them me go shot. And I big something them. You understand? And when me shot it with Beanie Man, you will see the whole of them run come. What Niney, what father, what a bag of them never come. Because here now, here what with these little youth them, they are not leaders, they are followers.
Bandwagon riders.
Bandwagon, you know, them thing like that. You know what I mean? And most of these producers, they are not producers. They are leakers, they leak. And they
have the original idea. Them can't sing a melody, them can't get a note, them not have no idea.
And them is thief. The whole of them are thief. That's why I make the tune. The whole of them are thief. Because then listen to all the hip hop tune them and then come out there and then thief one line out there so and then thief one line round there so and then thief another line and them say they make it up.
Well that's why J kept in a problem because all of these different performing rights agents around the world say not wait, them sampling nowadays, them doing this, that, and where's the money?
Yeah man, I thief them. Yeah I mean so my youth when me try to say to you, I am here, you know. And if they come, I can reason with them and show them certain things. Because me, I'm a student too. And guess what now? Guess what happened? With me can show them things. And help them do things. But them now want to hear me. Because guess what? Them will say, who is Niney? Who is that? Because still, then they use my tune, you know. Because most of the tune when me do with Dennis Brown and most of the tune when me do with all Michael Rose and all them things. Me hear them still a lick it over and them don't know my thing. But still, somebody will have to show them, say, Niney do that, you know. Before a man, they go really do it. I mean, have to do something heavy.
But Niney, check this. Two of the Mali, them biggest hit, the Junior Gang. Right? The first time Junior Gang come out. Is my exact mix, them hit on, you know.
I know.
One of them was answer. It's my exact same mix.
I know.
There is nothing different about it. And guess what? Anybody who put them name on it, or put them name on it, if me put them and say, okay, explain how you do this, them don't know how to do it.
True.
And them repeatedly do these type of things, and as Niney said, it's pure thief.
Yeah, man, that's pure thief.
This is why one day I just get up and say, you know what, man, I'm done with this thing here with them. I can't deal with this no more. Because back them time there, because remember in a Niney, it was Channel 1, and after I leave Channel 1, then it was Tough Gang. And then the same thing we were talking about, the crab in the barrel thing, then bring it up at Tough Gang. And I just get up one day and just leave them.
Yeah.
It's not because I can't travel or live in America legal or nothing like that, or why don't go Jamaica. I just can't deal with them and them foolishness.
Yeah, man. Hey, scientist, watch out, man. You see me and you, we're different, man. Because I can't remember when Jojo come for me. I said, Niney, you have to come this one thing for me. I can't remember when Channel 1 did a shock and shut down. Because slide them, did a go on with them thing and slide them kind of move out and left.
Well, cannot, because remember now, the thing about it, the neighborhood, you live with, we was going into the gun mouth every day.
Yeah. But away from that, when things in the go on, remember say when Jojo come and Mr. Scientist right now, is only thing for cool them then guy our music, you know. And if we don't have so, and we now send the music and send the lick go give them, you know. Nobody, this war still ever go on. But remember say, when we take over, you know, because remember say, you know, I just me and you, you know, and me and you I work. And so them and them man, them do them thing, but to music they lick, they know how they come because nobody know want to use, everybody want to use the mix. You understand?
Yeah, but not only that, the neighborhood what we're talking about, it make the Bloods and the Crips look like a picnic.
Yes, but the guy them did respect with scientists. Remember, say them come sit down and so they listen to on the drop, man. Remember that, man?
It's all the music could have hold them. It's all
remember,
the
that
cool them down.
Scientists, remember, say me down there, you know, and me could have talked to any guy and cuss them, you know. And really, and nobody not do me nothing, you know. Because remember, say when Flabba them come to the studio and Roots Radix them and the man them there. Remember, say I'm the conductor, you know. And me I say sit down scientists and take with them. I remember say I hope that's when with them they drive they come to our back. Me see Jojo come in there when Jojo come in there. Him silent like a baby, you know. This two the silent and when he say bad man with them gun at their waist. You know what I mean? And we are work with him. Remember say we are work with him with Flabba them. We are work. Me I hurt them. Me say yo, this me want. Hold that. Hold it. Flabba. That and that over there, so. Well, this Rotterdam. Right between the some one and roll. Lick 3 times, boom, boom. And if man them real, them come in like a stage show. The man them real and say, but boy, what this? What you hear them thing there? I remember say, before you mix the tune, you know. Remember say, Ghana Street already, he hit. Because man they say, boy, me go down a Channel 1. I'm here, Roots Radical and Scientist and Niney. Me hear the man then make some tune. All one name so. He gone. That's it. George, you have to put them out fast. See?
You have to cut dub with them right to make the sound people. Them
you remember how man did run for dub? Boy, we used to some tune make on the session. The Jojo, we used to some tune make on the session. The Ray. I dub the cut. I remember say, you just mix down the dub and get the man.
But not only that, Jojo wasn't really there. Jojo live in America and Jojo used to come.
Scientists, then that we try to explain and tell me Jojo not come there. Jojo come on the see what we do.
Him come from America for so at 90%. And then once it touch 5-6 o'clock, everybody gone into them bed. Everybody leave.
Scientists, then they will sleep, man.
Everybody leave because nobody not coming round there. Not even police. Not even police coming round there.
Scientists. Remember saying I told them you sleep, you know.
And guess what? We never have one bad word where one heated argument with not one person. And not one person ever try anything.
You just make sure, man.
So
we lick down every producer, every engineer, we lick down shop. When you do the car record, go shop a van. Remember say a van load all 2 van in my bed drop Africa.
Remember I'll tank him.
And then come get big thing. Lady with Johnny Dollar. Come get Johnny Dollar.
Niney.
Everybody come get a little piece. Scientists, see me now. Them can't stop this man. You know what I mean? No, let me show you. I know at the right time, you know. They might see you out, but I know at the right time. Because guess what, now? If me and you get back together, man, and say, yo, we are going to do some work, man. Then hear all kind of music, man. Because a different trend of thing that we have put out. So all the little guy we out, then we run them, man, and then hear sound. For sound can't run them out of town, you know. You know what I mean? I said, coming now. We just want some little singer where we were trained. We train them on how to sing. For me can't know, me know how to train them, you know. Me can't know how to train, just like how you train dogs. Me know how to train a singer. Me can't give him the style. Just like when Michael Rose. Remember, you know, when them say Michael Rose dead, you know. Remember, say me for, guess who's coming for dinner? Everybody feel that Sly and Robbie, you know. And me make me tune. Right? And me make it. And I first tune that make with them. Because when Michael Rose coming out and they sing on the pan and thing and say, boy, I want to do something. And I say, hold on, youth. Hold on. And Michael Rose then I came 3 months before me record him. him do love between us, and then he go out with the freedom, and the two of them sound like Dennis Brown. And me say, yo, anyhow, me put out them, and Dennis Brown will get the fame. So you're gonna make me deal with the career and whatever. I say no vex, man. Me not hold it down. Just work with me. And me have him in my car and me a drive. And the first tune me put out there and say, you a your days today. And when me carry him come in, remember say, the first tune me lick with him, me say to him, say, you remember a man named Sidney Porter? You ever hear a show like that? Him say, yes. Me say, you're tuned to the name, guess who's coming for dinner? Yeah, right, youth? And that's so we sit down. Dennis Brown come in. When Dennis Brown hear the tune, Dennis Brown say, yes, youth, you're boss now. Saying, you're gone. Gone. And when me throw it out there, him never turn back. Saying, now, him do something to me and me say, all right, you're upon your own, and me leave. And Sly and Rabbit take him over. Look out for this. You know what happened to him? For 3 years, he never record. Then come back to me and say, boss, now me want your record me for nothing happen out there. At 3 years, me no record now. And me say, what happened? You come with the hit tune. When me go make the tune, and me get Mafia and Fluxy and the whole of them, and me say, yo, we all make a tune for this youth here. And him say, one, me say, LP, me go make the over there now. Him say, all right. Him say, yeah. When me go make the tune, and this a boom, I'm going to make the tune game. Make a tune. You in come in a show there. Stand in here, stand in here, stand in here. Me say, watch out, them the gun. All your fans, them what you didn't know, we like the style. We like the style. If then dead, all of them dead off. See? So a new style now. And him say what? Me say to twang your new style. Twang.
Niney, you think
well, you know, him wife feed the name Miss Rose, right? Miss Rose got to say, Niney, how are you tell my car twang to twang? Me say, what are the hits? Left it. Yeah? Yes, when it drop. Yes, well, I know, Satis. Remember say when Michael said, you're too short temper and everything you run gone for twang, twang. You know? Here who take it up now. Jonah Reed start fight Yami Bowler. See how for them. One guy come from Canada named Snow. Just twang every minute and hit it. Big thing for the chart. And they left Yami Bowler and the whole of them the fight. See how them take it. Jonah Reed come say, boy, my style and me develop that. I said, Jonah Reed, go and go sit down. Hey, so if we don't, man, we can't find the thing there, man. Can't find them, man. But
yeah,
you have to come in.
Him want a good manager.
Who that?
Yeah, Michael Rose, him need a good manager.
No, me love Michael, you know. But here you know. Michael have to come in and come sit in and make we get the thing to how it was. You know what I mean? I have to come in and make we get the thing to how it was. You see, and the right man, them not against Michael. But he's a good singer. See? Mm-hmm. And then the thing where you tell him, he can manage it. And then the style where you come up with, he can handle it. So, them can't touch him. But we need man like me and you with him. You know what I mean? And work all the youth there. You know what I mean? Work him. And he will kill guy for him. Him have it, you know. Him have it.
Yeah,
you know?
I look on it as you give all of them other guys, you give them 20 years to do what them can do, and then them have it with 20 years now and them can't do it. Same time we'll link up back again and do it in this last half, then them see. So let them get them spotlight.
Yeah, man, them ready to get it because Michael come check me the other day, you know. Come from the place and come check me and say, Skipper, me ready. Because me no want to see. Watch it. Most of the artists them now, you know, hear them go on now. Them just make some little tune and cut some dub and put on some CD and put in them back pocket. And that's for them band, you know. Then just go and tell the man, put on this, and a big stage show them they sing in front of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of time because the manager telling them to do that so the manager can get them to keep all of the money to themselves.
Them friends, the hustlers. You know what I mean?
And so, sometimes they're married to their manager too, and the manager them want all the money to go pay them what bills, so them cheap take away them.
Me see a nice little youth. Listen this now. Me see a nice little youth. Him can go far, and he should reach further than that right now. And his name is me used to record him father, name Chronicle. His father used to name Chronicle. When him son named Chronix. He's a nice little youth, but guess what now? You see the man them around him say they are managers and the woman them and all them thing there. Him have a whole, me don't know, a whole beehive him around him say them a manager and all them thing there. But I feel them is his friend. Those are him friend them. But them say them a manager. But
does them have any kind of experience being a manager in the music business? Because you can manage a store, but don't mean you can be a manager of an artist.
Well, well, you don't know what happened now. You don't know when an artist do and scientist up on the board and boss. You don't know say what a girl come manage. A different manager mean, you know. Yeah, I mean?
Yeah, boy.
It's a different management, I mean, you know. If you don't mind what happened, you know, you hear say, boy, right now, she have 10 pitney and 5 pitney. And when they ask you, them say, no, scientist pitney, them say, wait, no, the manager. I say, that didn't come for. That didn't come for, that didn't come for. So, him, you know, if him set up himself and have the real management, him will go.
But it is what we've been focusing on this thing here, because it's a problem we see when the artist don't know anything for himself and then them rely on one of these so-called managers like what you talk about, and them not doing the thing the right way and them asking how much money them can send. You can send before them know the size of the venue. It is one of the reasons why you find reggae slipping from Jamaica, because if I'm a booking agency here and call Jamaica, the first thing the manager want to tell me is how big, and him don't know that the venue have the potential to make 50,000 or 100,000, and him only want 10,000. Yeah. I'm gonna want to wonder who these people. I wouldn't want to book them, and most people not gonna want to book them.
Well, you see, scientists, this breed of music we are going, you know, scientists, you know, near reggae, you know, the name of it is robbery. Robbery. I hit it name, you know, near reggae, because they now make no reggae. A pure robbery that go on. So the beat now, and everything we hear them they sing, and all the singers them out there and them they sing, and managers, the whole bunch, the whole package, them call them robbery.
I wonder how much of them listening to you now, Niney?
To me?
Yeah, I know you don't care, but I wonder how much of them listen.
No, well, you know, them have to just listen, you know. And when them listen, them will change them ways, them folly ground.
Well,
you know
hopefully them change them ways.
Yeah, they will change them ways, you know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question, Niney? My question to you is, we have a couple of people in the chat room. We want to give them the opportunity to ask any questions they might have. We'll dedicate at least 10-15 minutes to any questions. And one of such questions is from Apache Bad Indian. And he wants to ask you, are you getting any royalties for the works that you have done on some of the works which are pending?
Listen, man, I don't know. Any royalty I get, I must be from the Queen. But I don't know if somebody collecting it and don't pay me. But probably only them royalty I get in. Because gradually, as I said, I do works, and when I do works, so I don't know what happened, because right now them say record now himself. So the royalty I could get right now is take up my band and take farmer band and throw on the road and get scientists and say scientists, I could go up on the road go show them stuff. Probably that time I will get some royalty. But right now, I don't even know where royalty coming from. Like
a while ago, he just played one of your songs there on the radio, and if you register that song, then you will see a royalty come in if them know who to give the money to. Like you just played one of his songs there, General.
Bring the cut you come.
Yeah, you need to have somebody like the woman there, Claire Ram. We probably should get her on the show so she can explain how to register the song them.
Yeah, some of them, you know. I have a publishing thing, you know, yeah, and I signed it over to certain company. But as you know, the publishing people them again, you know, like some of them want how much and how much percent and how much this and how much that. And by the time them collect money, they try and collect $100 for you.
Well, them not supposed to get no more than 10%, and them.
No, them not do that. Them not do that, man. Them thief not do that, man.
Well, Sound Exchange. If you join up with Sound Exchange and PPL, we should probably get this woman here, Claire Ram, on the ear so she can explain it, because I've been referring a lot of artists to her so the songs them can get record. You'd be surprised in a 90 the amount of internet radio and all that money that Andre Bernard been talking about. That's where all of those money coming from. If they don't know who to give the money to.
Well, look after this, them soon know who give the money. Because look after this, me was start take the plane like water with that one big handbag over me shoulder, one big basket, one 10-footer basket and all them things. And all the society them me walk going there and say I want to full it. Because the money don't owe me. I don't know me. So me now go back to Jamaica with this and less full. You know, I keep going on no bank. When me I come,
you join JCAP? You join JCAP at Jamaica?
I don't join none of them because right now with JCAP, you know, all the money going off for them cap. That's why I don't wear cap again, you know. I'm fed that me wear now.
You have to join one of them because that's where that money going to come from. If you don't join one of them, you'll never get the money.
But them guys, listen man, them guys there, them done, whether you join or not, them done organize and copy all them things there and where we already start them things.
No, but from what Brody been educating us to, them under pressure from the rest of the world is not like first time where them can just go do certain things with them and Byron Lee and them and certain things. So I think you should revisit it and you have to join one of them.
Yeah, but me I go up the one day scientists go do the research and tell them say, yo, all my tune them. Wanna just get my money one side and find out how much is there for me. Yeah? Because them know you know. But
you see the first step is to join it and become a member.
No, when them tell me go sign and join when me a join, because me not join not with them, you know.
Well, you can always cancel it when you want.
No, them don't want it. You know, so the man them do it, scientists. No. Me have a little youth. We join with them up there. And him they tell me same can't leave. Because go see them no want to give no this and no freedom and no this and that. Listen.
No. That would be illegal. That would be illegal. Them can't tell him same can't leave.
What here? You see the one we name one of them in England. Them name me tell you them name. No man. One of them in England name name Colin Newman. Him have one publishing company down there. Something where from Trojan record one. Them guys they tell me they talk and we alone. When they sign to them guys they used to sign, you know. And you have already words where they have no one corner. When you sign, listen.
In perpetually, well, they only can get idiots to sign that.
No, watch here, scientists, let me tell you. He trick a liar too. Because the road there, you know, so when they write that 14 pen, just when they write that 14 pen, they know the 14 pen. It comes like how when I ink get a little dot. You see it because when your eyes good. If you know wear a spy blinkers or you used to nothing eyeglass can't help you. You have to have a spy blinkers where it pick up where the feds them use where it coming like if it's a satellite up in the air then them see a little pin on the ground. If you don't have that you can't see it. When liar sign them thing already, you know, and me and client sign, and when they go down to it, the people then say, oh, but you cannot get this because I'm signing appropriately. And the man say, what? And liar and they say to him, say, liar, say, but we never see this when we sign. Hey, that's them thing.
Well, you could have sue the liar for malpractice because that's his job. You could have turned around and sue the liar.
So, right now, even the contract when they sign out, you know. They may tell me about is three something another. Yeah? It's three something another them have it.
Roddy. As far as I know it, so can any one of them you can discontinue your membership with them at any time, right?
You can discontinue your membership with any one of them.
Yeah, so that's what I'm telling you.
At any time.
At any time. That's stupidness them telling you that.
And the way you can discontinue your membership is you don't even have to go back to the office. You can go online and discontinue your membership.
And discontinue it at any time.
Well, send the link, come in. Send the link because I have enough people who work with me still, you know. Well, we set up organization.
You need to do it now.
Send the link because right now, to me, see, Roddy, we do have need some of them publishers out there. We can't do it ourselves.
Not really with something like this because you see them have software now that monitor the internet and one of your song that just played.
Hold on. Well, one minute.
Yeah. Who is the next? Who's the next thing there? Carla. General.
No, we're gonna round it up. We're gonna round it up.
Yeah.
After this.
Yeah. Someone. Hello.
Oh, Flabba.
Yes.
Yeah, Flabba Wood. Come say one thing to her. Radio talk to scientist assembly. Yeah. See the man here, scientist. See the man here when we done a channel. We lick all the tune and roots radix. When we talk about, we sit down and we get thing and mash up the place. See the man here. Hold on. Talk to Flabba. Yo, sir.
What Flabba what?
I'm in there, man. How things?
Yeah, we start a business named Reggae Showbiz. We're trying to get everybody to start register them, song them, so that like you can get
scientist, you know, some of that Jamaica walks in the bath and want to ride. And look how long bars we make some money. Scientists pay for tour in the bath, we not have styles cut the scientists, but these club out about me and the radics see me boss and watch me on the field, but we can go tour and make some money, virgin. That's what they from long time.
Yeah, well, we're setting up the business part and we'll set up a
because when I say I don't scientists,
yeah.
We tell it right now, I have a 3-year visa now done until 17, virgin. 2017 as I need. That is why I just get a good job out there and do some work. If I do 4 months.
The Reggae Business Talk Show from when we're done, from when we're setting up here now. You're on the ear right now, and we set up this talk show. We're addressing the music part of the business where a lot of artists like you didn't know that you entitled money and all the baseline and them things.
All them baseline and scientists, we don't get nothing for them in the back.
Where them supposed to be collecting the money, but because nobody never know and nobody not telling nobody the song.
Telling nobody nothing at all. And
the song unregistered.
Yes, and all man amongst me sometimes, I say all the man they write down some songs and say, I nobody didn't know what they are going. See what I'm saying? And the man they collect money, I mean they know nothing what going. You see me I say? And all them bass and scientists will play bass, we don't get nothing. Scientists, look like scientists. You know, say, and I work hard in the bass to build this the bass.
But if you don't register, how's he going to collect?
Yeah, General, where is General?
If you don't register, how are you going to collect your monies?
Well, this is what we're educating them.
You need to register in order to collect. If you don't register, you ain't going to get nothing.
Yeah, if you don't register the song, is why we'll farm this talk show. We're telling everybody what.
Yeah, because them time they don't know where they're going and like the man my friend know them look thing them and real address the thing for we. Because we love music. Because we just play music, but they know where they're going. Because no people they do try to sign up on all them thing there.
Right, but you join JCap at Jamaica?
No, I'm not join them thing there no.
You see, well, that's the problem, right? Because JCap, Roddy, you want to explain JCap to him?
Well, the greetings. Who are we speaking to?
Flabba Holt. That's who
Flabba Holt. Greetings, Flabba.
Yeah.
And Niney. Here's how it works. The first thing you're going to have to do, because this is 2015. Okay, I'm going forward. All your works. The first thing you have to do, you have to register with JCap, and I tell you why. JCap is connected to all the other copyright companies across the world. Now you can't monitor your music across the world. None of us can. Even me myself as an artist, we cannot keep an eye on all our music across the world. This is what these companies do, right? They are your watchman out there in the world. So what you have done originally before, if you have the master copy of these, you can actually redo them and re-release them. But before you do anything, you have to register with JCap, right? Register with JCap, and they will do the rest. Because to collect your royalties, you're not going to get a penny if you're not registered. The key here is to register your work, register your name, register your image.
Because I register speed them and them say after the roll in the bar. So I want to know where the man that deal. You see me I say?
Register with who?
You register the song title them. But you have to register the song title them like one of Gregory. Like one of Gregory's song where you do. You have to register that title.
right?
So
And you have to.
they won't know, just like it's a lot of work because you play a lot of song, but they need to
me do them scientists, you know, say me do them thing that with the boss and people do them thing that behind my back and I collect money, scientists. Because night nurse and all them thing the boss. When time we do some people collect money.
But that's the thing. If you were registered,
but me register them song the scientists, but them say people collect already. The way how Dante I set it up. Greg Rider from them collect money, but like the way them do it. It's like come like a them play the song. You see what I'm saying? You understand me? I say?
Yeah, that's because them. You see, Roddy, you see what we've been exposing because the producer them like Dante, Dante,
and them Monday.
Them go register it as them as a copyright holder, and them as writer. But what you have to do now, and then you have the power behind you because you're the bass player. You never signed nothing with them. You need to tell J-Cap that's not how it go. And if you don't register the song, them or have somebody that we can't help you, and this is why we set up this program here. What we've been doing every Sunday. You have to do it. And you have to put in a way call. What them call it, Roddy? Fitzroy.
Yeah, what you're trying to explain?
What them call it when two writers put in a farm?
That's a conflict. Sorry, Lady G.
Say again.
Say that again.
Submission.
No, when there's two writers claiming a song as ownership. I forget the term what I'm use, but if me one person said them write a song and then the next person come later and said them write a song, what they will do, they will stop the money. They will stop the payment of the money until time it gets sorted out. So as long as you don't find any counter to it, they're going to keep giving Dante the money.
Well, what they will do is they will start an investigation.
Right.
They will start an investigation as to who is the original writer of the song. Yesterday, here's the problem. The problem is that from back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, as Jamaicans, you know, we just play music. You know, because we love music. Now, this, you know, the business has changed. The business of the music has changed. And there's a lot of Jamaican artists, musicians. I mean, you look at a group like Tamlin's, who have sing harmony on hundreds and hundreds of albums. And you don't see Tamlin's name on none of these albums. Right? So the difference here now is, and what we're trying to do.
It happened to me to Bambas.
Yeah.
Because I play enough bass, I'm going to put the next man name on it.
But if you look at even somebody like Boris
Mr. Campbell.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, when they say like Flabba was now, Flabba was them commander mechanical royalties.
Right.
So,
yeah, but
you know.
Them don't register the same thing.
No, but it is the producer. When producer register the song, them are the artists. Cause you know lyrics different from the music. I'm supposed to put the musician them name, but as here Niney said, them are thief. Them don't do that.
Them don't do it.
Them don't do that. You know, so it's gonna be an uphill task. As we Roddy said, if Flabba can re-record some of them bass line there again, and then go re-register them and then claim ownership, then also you can, you know. But other from that, a nothing glass.
Yeah, man. Me have the idea for them for next year, man. I hear a kind of blow acid. Different thing me a coming upon them, man.
No wait.
They're going to do back all them baseline, man. Just baseline alone.
Flabba, here's how you have to do it. You go to J-Cap website and you download the work. Remember when you come to America, we'll make you fill out a work registration form. Remember that, right?
So, yeah.
Every time when you're going to go to the studio, you need to have the work registration form with all of the people working. And from the moment the producer tells himself to make the song, right, you fill out the bass title and then you have it and you sign it. And then you file it in J-Cap. That was what's supposed to be going on from 30 years ago. That never did happen. So if you're doing that with every single session you do from back them time with Channel 1, every single
scientist, the thing is scientist. Because I didn't love the music. You know that thing, you know what I'm saying?
We never know. Plus, nobody never know. It's just because all my things got on with Greensleeve, and they'll have to carry them, go to court and all them things. Is why I study the business now. And know how the business work and find out what them tell is foolishness. I don't go like that.
Well, the other thing we're also trying to use this show to change, because if you go back through the history of Jamaican reggae music, you will hear most artists, veteran artists, musicians use the same term over and over again. We do it because we love the music. What we're trying to do with this show is get artists now to not only love the music, but start to love the business.
The business, right? True.
That's why it's called.
At the payment part, my problem right now, because we play upon so many songs like, like Green Sleeve and all them Monday. It's like the way them do them things, like boy, like everything I go to them. Them remember about me.
But here this Flabba. The law is if you don't sign the paper.
True. That is true, yes.
And me, I dare and see how much song y'all played. Nobody was no paperwork was involved. So I can't do it. If I couldn't do it, I could help. The only person can go and find the album them and register them is you. Somebody, our peer man, find a little man and say, go look. Anyway, it's a Radix album, find it and go register it. And then any contact, I'm calling it a contact claim. But ASCAP, them don't know who to send the money to.
True.
And JCAB, who go and collect it through ASCAP in America, won't know who to send the money to. So the first thing Monday got join JCAP as a right and put out the name Flabba Holt.
True.
Right, and then when you're up there, you just ask them for work registration forms. So every time you go to a studio, that producer, right, you fill out the work registration form. Don't wait for him to file it, because he won't file it. I'm gonna put on himself like them again, like how we have Flabba here. Written and arranged and produced by Henry Junjala. Just write him name.
Right, what? Hey, when do? Hey, scientist, you do say. When time we are like with them man that drive and don't look at, I will be hard them shit. You see what I'm saying? When them come, tape done. We have to wait. Tape done.
And them not even pay for the session either.
Them pay because scientists, you don't know the amount of money that the brother that left with me. I do even good still for me to make the name. See, they say that's different. I did about them man they work for money for iron. But it's scientists.
Yeah, but
scientist, hold on there. Scientist, before the program done, very important, because Flabba is a touring musician. And we want to educate him about this to say the set list.
The set list.
Because a lot of time artists are play Guitarist because Flabba Holt bass line.
Yeah.
He's supposed to get paid to.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, I'm gonna get nothing back.
Hold on, scientist.
Him touch an important part. Here we have to do. Every time you do a show, it's when you done the show, you have to prepare a set list. And it's why you have to join JCAP because you have to don't care who you work for. You have to enter in the set list, and then JCAP go to the venue and collect the money and then pay you. But if you don't join it, them can't do nothing. And if you not in the set list, them not doing nothing.
I hear you, boss. I gonna make a move. I gonna make a move and deal that tomorrow early. You see me? I say, man.
Get the work registration form and register, and that's why we put this program here together to make everybody talk. I'm up here in America seeing what's going on. And we've seen them artists in Jamaica, them getting ripped off, and nobody don't know because them don't know the business side. Right? Why we put this thing in Reggae Business Talk Show together, that we were telling how to do it.
True.
Now here's the thing, Flabba. You're still touring.
Yeah.
You're still recording in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a twofold thing with you right now. Same thing with Niney and all the other veterans them in the business.
Yeah.
Is you're still an active musician.
True, yeah.
In the studio and on tour.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be going forward and still losing money.
True.
This is why because I hear you said earlier that you're gonna put it off until next year. I would say don't put it off.
True.
Get yourself registered that what has passed and gone can be dealt with at the appropriate time.
All right, boss. I hear what you say.
But going forward, because I am here to tell you that once you register, you have more money to make going forward than what you miss out behind you.
True. I hear what you say, boss.
The other thing also too is once you're registered, you are protected.
True.
Right now, because you're not registered, you're not protected, and that's the problem. And that's the problem that's been going on in Jamaica for years.
True.
Those who knew the business, condos who didn't know the business.
Yeah.
So what this show is about, this show is about is the condos are over.
Yeah.
We are here to educate our artists or musicians or producers or engineers or managers or booking agents. We are here in the best way we know how to educate people on what's going on. So I would say this month, this week, go register yourself.
All right.
Yes.
And then things will take its course from there.
All right, respect.
Every time.
Yeah, hold on. Respect.
All right, we're going to try and bring this show to...
Yes, my lord, back on the air again.
Niney.
Yeah.
Respect you for appearing on the show and sharing with us the information you shared with us,
He's talking to Flabba in the background.
Yeah, okay. All right, listen. Yeah, we have Flabba. We tell you about what we're doing now. Right now we have some two artists, and we decide to do some tour. And what we're going to do, scientists, we'll tell you from now. You is a man where, you're in the seat, where you're in the driving seat. So what we want to do now, we want to just move them guys, two of them and myself, and we just hit the road and Flabba and Robbie Lynn, them and these guys. And we don't know if it's too much people or whatever, but we want to set something where we can go out on the road, we show them different things, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I have two guys, them on with bad. You ever hear how wicked them is? Yeah, terrible. You know what I mean?
General, we're going to add a next element to the show. We'll get a competent booking agency that can go book these gigs with these artists.
Right.
Yes. But we want good people. Listen, me, you know why I don't there with Max Romeo or even Giant Scratch or anybody or whatever? Because them know how I stay. I refuse to work with dishonest people. And my thing, when I like drop off with clothes and shoes and things like that and claim say, why we don't wear shoes and, you know what I mean? And
you show everybody Jesus.
And show everybody. And when winter come, we are hide around the corner, put on shoes and the walk.
So you're not going to show everybody, you're not going to pull on your pants and show everybody Jesus.
Yeah, so I mean I want to pull on my pants and show everybody about Jesus. We don't know about Jesus, so we are sing about Jesus. Right? We can't pull on the pants because we don't carry Jesus not for our pants and the walk because that they are dirty people. They mark them kind of way there. So we are going with it the right way. For when we are go out there, and the world we are go out there for go Greece, and the world, right?
You hear that, General?
Yes. So, therefore, what we are doing, we are set up the thing up, Flabba, we ready. Right now, you see we are studio, all the way there work. From Robbie Lane, Flabba, the whole way. The whole band.
But we're talking about Robbie Lane, you need to tell him to, because him there right now, General, we have enough time can just talk to Robbie Lane 1 second.
All right, let's do quick.
Right in deep down, nothing now.
Okay, tell him must not register the song then.
Listen, right now, a man down here, they have a thing, we have a man down here, every Tuesday night they do live show, right? And people who they are foreign, everybody come down and listen to this live show. Right now, and me, the man called, that's how I was talking to him. He said, Niney, the whole of J-Cap, stop the show. Because they claim they not get as much money and this and that and that. So they stop it. From around 6 weeks, everybody used to go to that show. It's a live show.
Here's the reason why they stop it, Niney. Yeah. Because whoever is putting on the show at that venue, they did not get the proper license.
Okay.
Right, and this why you have to register the song them to get paid.
If that venue had the proper licenses, then that venue have to pay royalty to Jacob, who pay the royalty to you as a member.
Yeah,
it's why the set list, when them play at night time, them supposed to add in a set list so Jacob can collect the money and pay them based on the set list.
But scientists and general, let me show you what's happening down here now. That's why I say these little guys down here, me no want them. I mean, I want them come to my studio, come record, because the whole thing mess up. scientists and general, there is no record going to a radio station, going to the library now, and I say go. You see all these rotten, this jockey them out here, teeth in head, journalists, some of them. No, they meet the man them at a corner with the singers them. And right now, some of them come with a touchy case, because me say, one special disc jockey come with a touchy case. When the man them throw the money, then call all the artists and say, me not go home, me not less yet, you know, find a full yet.
Jesus.
You understand? So what I'm trying to tell you, these type of radio that playing for the radio station not registering, because I don't go into no library in the radio station. Man meet man a road and give them the record and then give them the money same time and they go play it. So who they go pay?
Yeah, no, but once the artist register, once your song, but that's just Jamaica. Remember the world big now, I have internet. So your song probably don't play in Jamaica, but it just play a while not too long ago before you come on the radio station. So you can't just watch look at Jamaica and think the world big. And you'd be surprised, you know, some look at internet radio where like how we play one of your song today. Somebody is going to pick it up and play it again, and then that's how you get your money through Gate. But if you never register it and the title of the song, you'll never see a penny. That's why we form this radio station here, this program here, for tell the musicians and people at Jamaica and urge them that you have to register and run it. You can take it and show you. You have to. The first start is to register the song with the organization.
Yeah. We know.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing also to Niney.
Yeah.
Registering with JCAP in Jamaica, don't look for Jamaica or JCAP to pay you your money.
No, it comes from London and them places.
Look at the rest of the world. And the reason why I say that, if 190 music is played here on the biggest radio station in Toronto is CHFI, which is a licensed radio station. If 190's music is played here in Toronto, Canada, on this radio station pay your royalty to JCAP, who pay your money to you. So the thing I'm trying to get, especially the veteran artists, to do, was gone through so much trial and tribulation with them music, is to understand that the rest of the world, which is millions and millions of people with radio stations out there,
compared to Jamaica.
Right. So you register with JCAP. You don't necessarily have to just look at Jamaica radio stations to get your music. Your music is playing in England, your music is playing in Spain, your music is playing in Australia.
If they play it into a bar, even the
bar. Scientists.
Yeah.
You know, from I being making record, I never, from any one of these society, I never can get a penny from none of these society in Jamaica. And I register with enough of them.
I just get money last week.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you see I register the song and then I have somebody who register the song them.
Yeah.
See, here's the keyword. Here's the keyword, Niney. Register.
Okay.
Register with JCAP, because JCAP has been revamped completely. And JCAP is under a lot of pressure. JCAP is under pressure from SOCAN from Canada, BMI, and ASCAP from the United States and other entities across the world. But you have to register.
Yeah.
So you have to register each and every one of the song them too.
Yep.
Roddy Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Can you work closely with Niney? Are you friends with him on Facebook?
I'm going to look him up today.
Okay, just add him on Facebook and liaise with him, yeah?
Yeah.
Spread the word, Niney, about the show and tell other artists that everybody have to register, because Jamaica government under big problem right now and them have to pay out this money, but you have to register.
Yeah, we know. You know.
And also follow up with Flabba, Holt and the rest of the crew, yeah?
Yeah, man.
All right.
All of them. Right now we have the whole band here.
All right.
Right now, me have two bad singers where me train the rear with me a train, and me I go with them, and we have Flabba, we have Rabelin, we have Herbie Miller, we have so much man that right now we don't even know what, we just pick up. We show a man say watch out. All of the man them they work here. So we said, gentlemen, here we do. We have pick a thing and That's how it go. Because,
Well,
you know,
well,
we
do,
don't know that.
do this. Go to JCAB website and download one of the work registration form. Right? And every time where you make a song going forward, you put out everybody name at the work registration form and you put it into ASCAP. That is what's supposed to be doing from 30 years ago. So next time,
you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, that would look
Yeah,
like
because
a
he's a member of ASCAP, you know.
Yeah, but if you're not registering the different song title, then they won't know.
Yeah, me call them, man. That me do right now, you know.
But if you register yourself as a writer, but them don't have a song title like Money in My Pocket, then they won't know who to send the money to. So that's the business part of it. We'll be educated. And General, we have any more time leave?
We only 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes.
One quick note, General.
Yes.
And I'm speaking directly to Niney, because Niney going to round up the whole crew for go get themselves registered. When you go to register, don't register under your alias.
Whatever name, yeah, that's what.
Whatever name is on your passport, or on your birth certificate, or whatever name is on your driver's license, register in your real name.
And you can put AKA. Just
alias 9, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Also,
may I get all the guys them to do that, you know?
All right.
After them, because none of them want see no money.
I'm not going to get money.
Yeah, and we contact on Facebook and things like, because that's how we do it differently and get them things right, because, you know, as I said, next year we're not going to come on no road till next year, God spare life, you know, and spare the world, you know, and we see the light. So we are lining up from now on, you know what I mean, and differently. So we have to come change the thing, man, because, you know, not really happening, and few guys when they come a foreign, them just have 200 people in one liquor room, and then they come back to Jamaica, come say them mash down show and them tear up show and them this and that, and you know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is what's going on, and we have to change them kind of a principle there. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
we have to change them thing there.
The youth, them, for, you know, again, as I said, for me, I can't stress enough. The next generation is my concern.
Yeah, General.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, as I said, General, most of the youth, them all right, but enough of them, they spoil the fruit, you know what I mean? And we have to go make sure, say, them stop it from now. You know what I mean?
Well, I just want to say to you that any questions or if you need any help from us, that is why we are here for you, yeah?
Yeah, man. Because remember, we have you down in a General. We have you, we have you on the from Facebook. That my one of my working youth, him talk to you daily, right?
Yeah.
Only one guy we discharge a guy the other day, but we are bringing him back.
Okay.
Because we have to discharge him the other day back, and then they're going to learn principle before he come back into the camp.
Because the discipline.
Yes. him do something that not right. And we are trying to study thing wrong. So we said take him down from all every promotion. Take him down. Cut him right down. Yeah. So when we cut him right down, we will strip him down. Yeah. We like a policeman.
The same people make you the same people who break you.
We're trying to say, yo, right now, youth, we're stripping down. Yeah. Right now, we take away your title from you. We don't want you wear, you don't know corporal, you don't know whatever, lieutenant, you don't know four stripes, and that. Come down, right down. And then now we will start give him a one stripe and grow him up back, and then he go back.
You're going to turn him back into a cub.
Yeah.
What is your Facebook name, Niney?
Observer Soundbox, something like that.
Observer, he's got Winston.
Hold on, don't move.
He's got Observer, he's got Winston, Niney.
Yeah, Observer, hold on, don't move.
Winston Holness, Winston Niney Holness.
Yeah, birthday come.
Winston Holness and Winston Niney Holness. And then there's one called Observer Soundbox.
Bertie, come on and come to the station. Come. Yeah, so Bertie is the engineer down there, you know. You know scientist.
Okay, yeah. Okay, it's okay. I find you.
You find it ready?
Yes, yeah. I just sent you a request, Niney.
Okay.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Yeah, Bertie is the man down here too, you know, where he is a house engineer. Come here, Bertie. Come to the scientist then. Yeah, and talk to them. And then
it's okay. It's okay, we'll find it.
Yeah. Here's Bertie. Say one and two words to him.
Bertie.
Greetings.
Bless up, sir.
Bless up, brother.
Yes.
Bertie, I hear you mixing on Tubby's board. Is that true?
Yes, sir. The original King Tubby's board.
You getting some dreams?
Yes. Big dreams. Enough time to have some dreams, man. To the king pass through and give me some blessing, you know.
well, you're caught up in this time warps now, and is why we call you to being part of the time warp. So if you have a dream and you pee your pants later, you know where it came from.
Wow. Fantastic. That's all good, man. That's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, bless up, Bertie.
All right.
Respect to the maximum respect, man. Yeah.
Enough respect, Bertie. Enough respect.
Bless up.
There one night with Niney, man. We just been here, just mixing the forthcoming album for one of his artists that is producing Malakia.
Malakia.
You know? Yeah, nice youth, very humble youth, and you know.
Yeah.
We've been nurturing these tracks for quite a while now. So about 3 years they've been in the work of Beak, and you know, the time come.
Are you an artist yourself?
No, but I'm just a producer, mixer, you know.
Yeah.
And,
well, he fall in the same category where his name's supposed to appear on the work registration form. I will start this show name Reggae Sound Biz, where we've been educating people what they're supposed to do at the beginning sessions.
Okay.
So you're supposed to be you should also join ASCAP also.
ASCAP. Yeah.
JCAP.
JCAP.
Yeah.
If you're a producer.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that's what this Reggae Biz talk show is about, educating.
Okay. And bringing people up to date with what going in the industry. Okay,
it's the same repeated thing everywhere we go. We hearing people like Niney, them owe all this money, and the real reason why them owe all the money is because the people them who knew before didn't tell them what to do, and it break down to the after join JCAP because them live in Jamaica.
Okay, so no matter what happens, you have to join JCAP.
And then register the songs them. Every time you do a song, like in the studio or working on a song, each song is supposed to have a work registration form that you send into JCAPs. So if there's any money, all the people them who participate in the song, they would start collect for them throughout the world and give them the money.
Well, that's a massive improvement, man. It's good to hear that because, I mean, the musicians and producers have been working hard over the years, bringing such beautiful music to the world, you know. And it's unfair to see, like, after the night bleaching and all them things there. I mean, they have no justice for the...
You're going through some of the night bleaching with 90 too?
I tell you, man.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of years to catch up on the work with me and Niney do. You have about 20 years non-stop to catch up on the amount of bleach with me and Niney do.
For real. I can imagine.
Back in them time, it was 10 songs a day.
No, boy, I can imagine.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, at least no less than 10 songs a day.
I can't hear you, man, because them time the 4 track and, you know, said the demand was more greater. Them time, you know what I mean? So, I can imagine. I mean, look on the easy road them have now, in the modern days now. It's such an easy syndrome compared to where we now come from.
With the computer now and everything, Meg. Yeah, but we're going to dream again through the board tonight.
Yes, I'm there, man. I'm there. You know, like it was a mistake last night. I did a good little dub mix last night, and during the course of the dub mix, I'm saying, boy, if the king go there, I see my even know with him big spring reverb, that's nice.
Yes, I
kind of one king man, the king man, I'm the master man. When you come on the dub, you know. Although Jamaica never really bust on the dub still, you know, I'm more far in the dub thing the bust still.
Everywhere in the world make dub right now, but Jamaica is a shame.
That me can't understand it. Everything that we create, we do not participate in it. You check it out. Me not call him and me whistle.
Yes,
that's a good one. That's a good one. between that and 9, you're going to start recording dogs.
Well, I tell you what, ladies and gents, we're gonna bring the show to an end, and I want to thank Bertie every time, and Flabba, Holt, and Niney, and everybody down there right now working. You know, bless up.
Oh, bless him, man. Respect, man.
All
yes,
right.
listeners, enough respect, listeners. Just want to keep listening, tune into the radio station, and you know, so you're hearing good music. Reggae will say 24/7 non-stop.
Non-stop.
All right.
Take care now.
Respect, yeah? Nice one, yeah?
Hail up, Niney.
Yes, sir. Good talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, boss. Back on the air again.
Yes,
Listen.
Niney. We're gonna make an exit now, but we want to thank you for coming on to the show. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. And just you and scientists, all you know do, as we said, next year we Flabba them, right? We observe a soundbox, they go hit the road, you know?
All right.
Yeah. First it's true, they go launch out. So scientists supposed to know you and scientists start work on certain things, you know what I mean? But definitely they go hit the road, you know what I mean? And Flabba with there and with all the musicians and ready. Even Slice the boy, if we need him there for really hit the road with it too, you know what I mean? They fight for a month or a 2 month or whatever for what the thing to how we want it present. But you know, we have a thing locked already. The observer soundbox locked, so
yes, sir.
We don't know how we are going. The fire, you know, we are going the pure newness we are going the way, you know what I mean? So where the people them never see it are different. For you know we have ideas. So when you're not ready, we are here. Yeah?
All right then.
And you know the Facebook is here. And my guy is there too, Gabby's, and tell you everything about this observer soundbox.
All right then. Thanks so much, sir.
So, no scientists. Hold it, scientists. Hold it, everybody, man. Man, don't just hold it and just work here, man. Because you know
we're gonna make dog bark instead.
Yeah, every little thing, you know. Because every little thing makes sound, you know. And where the sound will come from. Because right now at night time, me have a tape recorder, you know. When me there in my yard, you know. Sometimes I have a 3 mic plug in there when me throw some over the side of the bank. Some over there, so some over there. And when me wake a man time and care come at the studio and they play, the man them ask me say me a madman. But then you sound like Duppy attack and who the talk and dead man they get up. But me have them because them they gonna make my sounds, you know what I mean? And my effects. Yes, and them they are the effects. So you know.
Your percussion section that.
Aye, you know. So we are work.
All right then.
Enough respect, Niney.
So yes, and all the fans, the man who listen right, just give thanks and praise and, you know, continue to listen to, you know what I mean, to you guys and whatever, and, you know, we's here, right? Call on us when you're ready, yeah?
Thank you.
All right, bless, Niney.
Bless.
Bless up. All right. So that was Niney, the observer, the legend, right there. I want to bless up scientist Roddy Campbell and Lady General. I wanted to take just a few minutes to call in 2 people. You know, we can only manage about 2 people at the moment, but we just want to get a general idea of how you view the show. Okay. So before we exit, I'm going to call upon a listener who's been with us a little while now, and just for him to share a few words on how he's viewing the show. So just keep it locked right here. Scientists.
Yeah.
So far the show going good, man.
Yeah, we took a little different turn with off subject, but it was very good.
I want to come to a listener called Apache who's in the building. Apache.
Apache, where are you?
All right. Is he there? All right. He can't hear us. All right.
I hope an American don't.
No. He says, let's see. No, we haven't got him. Okay. We're going to try and make a link with another listener who's been listening with us for a little while also. And we're going to be doing this for each show, and just to get a general view of how people are viewing the show so far, just to get their ideas and so forth, and shed some Mama D.
Yes.
Greetings, Mama D.
Greetings. How are you?
We are good, thank you.
Mama, do you want one?
That must be ready. That's ready.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What's up, Mama D?
Yes.
How are you? How are you doing?
Fine, Mama D.
How are you viewing the show so far?
I think this is the best thing since sliced bread.
Mm.
This has been needed for so long, and I have been trying to push and talk to artists, people that I talk to on the phone and on Facebook, to tell them you need to log on to this show. If you have an artist, if you're a promoter, if you're a manager, you need to log on and listen to this show so that you can learn the business side of this. I've been really trying to push this into Niney and Scientists and Lady General, Ruddy, General Culture. You all have really started something here. You really have. And I'm so impressed with it. I really am.
Thank you, Mama D. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mama.
Well, just keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to push it and, to get all these artists together so that they can learn what they need to do to secure themselves in this business. And I appreciate love each and every one of you. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Mama D, before you go, we have an empty spot on this panel waiting for you. We have an empty spot on this panel waiting for you. So anytime it's an open invitation, ready for you.
Thank you, Ruddy, but I'm going to stay on the outside and listen.
I knew you were going to say that.
All right, bless you all.
Okay,
Mama, God bless.
Okay.
I want to add another person to the call. I want to see if we can get hold of him just to share a few words before we exit the building. Once again, we're going to see if we can get hold of Apache one more time. Apache.
Apache lost his boy. He probably
Yes. There.
All right, Apache, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good,
Thanks so much for coming on to the show and sharing your views. We want to get your view of how you see the show so far, and thank you for your support also.
Yeah, man, every time, man, every time, King, every time.
Share your views with us.
Yeah, well, I find it really enlightening and interesting, because it's not even, it's all about education, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
education and entertainment, and the information. I mean, there's a lot for taking still, but it is necessary.
Are you an artist?
No. He's just a music connoisseur. We love the music from me eye down my knee, if you get what I say, King. Because music is life, and life is in the music, and
Is what you hearing shocking to you?
No, I know for all of them thing because I follow the business.
Okay.
It's like I'm not inside of the business, but I know the business to a certain dimension. You get me?
Yeah.
And I know all heap of them the whole time. Enough veteran artists where me have links to them. Enough of them, man. They like a man like Supercat, because Supercat are my family. You see me?
Because I was wondering about the work when I hear Apache. That's what I was wondering. I know a cat from I did his first record.
Seeing. Yeah, I'm a family still,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like me know enough man like China Smith, Tommy McCook, and God rest his soul, and man like Rika Rodriguez. And them man there, I know enough of them man there go through the same thing, with like man like Dennis Brown and them man there with Coxon and them man there where them do the music and them not really get nothing for it, and even like Junior Biles. Cause right now there's a whole thing going on with Junior Biles where, them just leave him out on the street for dry, you get me, and them man they contribute enough to the music, and them they get what them forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It boiling back to one thing that we're discovering. All know don't register the songs them.
Yeah, me understand that. And the more I listen to the show, the more I know and I do my little research as well, you know what I mean? Because you know, me have keen interest in the music, both sides, you know what I mean? And, you know, me double in a studio now and again, because me have some brethren of the music, and more time I go to studio with them and do like, you know, run some ad-lib and some intro for them and all them thing there, you know? You know what I mean? You know, I'm kind of interested in the management side of it still, but like Niney say, you know, it's something you have to learn, you know what I mean? And, you know, yeah, you can pick up things, but you have to learn certain things. And, you know, the outline where Roddy just outlined earlier when them read up the thing and the difference, you know what I mean? It's like, it's an eye-opener.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, what I read earlier is going to be posted on the Reggae Biz Talk Show page on Facebook. So if for future reference, if you wanna take a look at that page, if anything that you personally want to get in line, you can just jump on that page.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and Roddy, but bringing back to the whole thing about registration. Cause remember, we'd have a discussion on this Junior Ranks Foundation artist chat session.
Yeah.
You know, and the whole thing with Junior Biles, they'd come up as well. You know what I mean? You remember that?
Yes. It's a sad case. It's a sad case, and that's one of the reasons why this the vision of this show came about. That 5 years from now or 10 years from now, we don't see another Junior Biles happening like that. So that's the whole purpose of this show.
Yeah. And also to point out Larry Marshall as well. He's in the same predicament as well.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
God. Well, part of that is the same disc jockey them from what Niney be that talking about, and them need to start with jail because them playing what them getting paid. And
Piola.
Yeah, and instead of like Larry Marshall and them people sang in constant rotation, so they make a $200-$300 a month just from Jamaica alone. Them fight it and then them dictating what goes what from what is the style, and the foolishness going on with them is why you find. And then the responsibility of Jamaica government when them hear like one of them icons like Junior Biles is on the street. And them not step in and do nothing and find out where the man money is. And this is where J-Cap is supposed to take up the responsibility now and assemble a set of lawyers. We say, wait, we can't have this going on to one of our icons, because guess what? Junior Biles put Jamaica on the map.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I want the people to know Larry Marshall.
And hey girl, I admire you, Waterhouse Rock and them thing that with Tubbies.
That tune named Nanny Goat.
Nanny Goat, yeah. That was like
one of the first original documented reggae tune from out of Jamaica. The first tune that it was documented as a reggae song.
Yeah.
Enough people don't know that. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to thank you, Larry, because we
don't want to get on a show, General. Try to get Light Stanberry on a show.
All right, we'll talk about
we
that.
We have reached out to him, but haven't gotten any response.
We've been trying for a little while, actually.
So if you have any contact with him, you can pass the word on, please.
Listen, I gotta do everything I can for help from that thing, because
respect.
That man supposed to can step in and do some things.
Lyric, Pachi, many thanks. We're gonna end the show now, but thank you for your few words.
Thank you, Pachi. Thank you. Yes, Patrick.
Link me upon the book, Scientist.
All right then, bless up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much respect.
All right then.
Bless up.
Yeah, man, you don't know.
Yes, King. Take care now.
King, bless.
All right, so that's Lear. We're going to end the show now, so I'm going to give Scientist the opportunity to say his last few words before we end the show.
Just before Scientist jump in, we had just discussed only 3 of the management role. We have 3 more, so I don't know if we want to do this as a follow-up for next week, because this is extremely important.
Most definitely, we'll do that. Yeah.
I think so because it kind of went into a slightly different direction, which it was good with the different eras of what going on.
Yes. Most
Yeah, so
definitely.
I think we could do it as a follow up before we go into the whatever we're going to do.
Okay,
But,
share your last words, scientist.
yeah, but thank you, General. We all open up a very important discussion. We're finding out that we're helping a lot of people, and we just need to take it to the next level where we can organize somebody who is good with the booking, so we can do what we have to do.
Okay, definitely.
Thank you very much, Lady G and the crew, and thank everybody for listening.
Okay, Lady General.
Yes, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I've told my microphone has been really low today, and which would explain why I couldn't get a word in throughout the whole show.
Jesus. I am thinking that you were just being an observer.
No, I've been going. But anyway, I want to just thank everybody's participation, all of those in the chat. I know some people had some comments. Nan Lewis had a few comments earlier, and Sharon put some information in there, and Apache, and everyone else was contributing to the show. And I just want to say thank you, and also apologize that we didn't get to it.
Next show we'll probably.
Yeah, we're gonna continue discussing the manager roles for sure.
Thank you, Lady General. Roddy Campbell.
Yes, General. Very, very interesting show today. It took a few twists and turns, but you know, when we have guests come on onto the show, that will happen, and it was a lot of laughs today. You know, I'm still stuck on taking my dogs to the studio.
No ride, just dog food.
Yeah, you know, once again we have covered some very, very important part of the business once again, and this show is just growing and growing. And for everybody who tuned in, you know, Sweet Pea, Sharon, Mr. Busby who stayed in tune, Mama D, thank you so much for coming on. Lady G, Janiceness, 2178 1170, Apache, Andrea, and everybody else who are tuned in everywhere else. Thank you so much. Tell a friend about the Facebook page, because all the information that we discuss are posted on the Facebook like page, the Reggae Biz Talk Show page. And I had fun. Peace.
Brap. Okay, I truly had fun with this show and the topic matter, which is the role of the managers from booking agents and so forth. And I had total fun with it, you know, and it's very enlightening. And one of the reasons why I wanted us to talk about this is because there needs to be that distinction between the roles of a manager from a booking agent. We're going to continue this discussion during the next show. And amongst other things, we're going to have some more guests coming on to the show. It has many twists and turns, and that's how this show will take many twists and turns as we go along. So we want to thank each and every one of you for your listening ears. I want to thank the panel. I want to thank Fitzroy Francis. He had to dash off. Maximum respect. And I also want to big up Chris Hills and Dobidu most especially, because he was the guy who mentioned Niney the Observer to get him onto the show. So I'm going to bless up Dobidu for instigating that idea, and for Scientists for making the link and making everything happen. So Dobidu and Scientists, maximum respect. So we're going to get out of it. So till next time, maximum respect.
We out.
All right, guys. See you later. Yeah.
Yeah. Peace.
All right. Yes, those were my guests on the Reggae Biz Talk Show, and I'm going to get out of here till next time, and I'll leave you with a song by Niney the Observer. I want to thank Mama D from Rockers Corner Radio for sharing her views about the show, and Apache, maximum respect in every aspect. I'm out. This is Niney the Observer. The Observer.
Where them, they bring the cochico. Make we lick it till it burn. Far we now go run. From them big long gun.
Wanna bless some Sister Andrea. Apache. 1170. 2178. Jan Niceness. Lady General. Mama D. Mr. Busby. Sharon. Sweepy. Wanna bless up the Kenyan Massive. Jamaica. Canada. UK. USA. Germany. Mexico.
Where them really turn. With them big long gun. So bring the coachy come. Make we lick it till it burn. So bring the coachy come.
Leave you with a few bars of Mutiny by Niney the Observer.
Mercy has gone and judgment has come now. Come now. Confusion in a Babylon. Everything mixed up. Fisherman row and the go slow. Go slow. No one know which way to go. Some don't know them head from their big toe. Some are Allah, some are bad. Prophecy must fulfill. Some are creep, some are cry. This a Jaja will. Some are laugh, some are cry. Some are live, some are die. Some are dilly, some are dally. Some are great, some are falling. Mutiny and a sinking ship, yeah. Find the captain guilty of generalship, yeah. He and his chosen few attack at you, caught you robbing the revenue, yeah. And judgment has come now. Confusion in a Babylon. Everything mixed up. Fisherman row and we go slow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Conscious Partners Network. We are Rockers Corner Radio, Stockade Promotions Radio, Kingdom Nubia Radio, Strong Vibes Radio, Ito On Air Radio, Culture Vibes Radio, Roots Dynamic Radio, Afro Carib Radio, Reggae Wave Radio, Reggae Storm Radio. We are raising the awareness of artists across the globe.